Good.
Hey everybody, I think we are live, so let me make sure that everything going here. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great. Oh, I see tons of people are already here. You're so popular.
I don't know about that.
Yes,
But
you are.
look who I have over here. It's Michelle at Astrological Tarot. You've probably seen her in the chat, and she's been here before once. So I'm so glad to have you back, and this is going to be a fun one. I'm really looking forward to it. So, and there's nobody else that I'd want to do it with than you because you know your stuff. So,
Well, I'm
thank you
excited.
for being here. Yeah, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And if it's okay, we'll just say hi to a few people first. We got Jackie is here, of course. And Miss Moonlight is here. Hey, Jeannie.
Hey, Jeannie.
And Linda is here. Hey, Linda. And let's see, I'm scrolling. Kristen Louise is here. Hey, Kristen.
Hey, Kristen.
Aries Dawn, hello, welcome.
Great name.
Might be new to the channel. Yeah, welcome.
I love that handle.
I do too.
Oh, and Beck is here.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to press on. Hey, Beck, how are you? And Carol is here. Hey, Carol.
Linda's funny.
Linda is fun.
Yeah.
We said hi to Linda already, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. She's just being funny.
Yeah, I don't want to miss her. Hey, Marilla, welcome. Marilla is here. Nancy is here at A Crone's Intuition. She also has a great channel. Thank you.
Oh, Kristen, she's like 13 cards. Yeah, it's gonna be a big one, guys. If you have to get up and go to the bathroom, just do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this one's going to go for a little while. We don't know how long, but we'll get through it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Akila, hello. Welcome. And Noor, haven't seen you in a while. Welcome.
Ooh.
Let's see who else we got. Wendy is here. Hello.
Hi, Wendy. Cute kitty.
And Samantha.
I know her.
You know Samantha?
Yeah. She comes on our show too. She's fabulous.
Awesome. And this is from your channel. Plucky Heroine is here. Hi.
Good to see you.
And me is here. Hashtag me. All right.
Now that's quite a name.
I know. I'm still scrolling. Garnet. Hello, Garnet. Welcome.
Hi, Garnet.
And still scrolling. Okay, I think that is where we're at. That's a lot. So first thing, if you guys are on my channel and you have not subscribed to Michelle at Astrological Tarot, her information is down below. I'm sure Jackie will put that in the chat as well. Please go and subscribe to her. She has a fantastic channel and she does all kinds of lives as well with Tanis and other people. So please subscribe to her. You will enjoy her content very much. Teresa is here as well. So hello, welcome. And
Michelle's here. Hi, Michelle.
Oh, I didn't see. I'm sorry, Michelle. I didn't see you. Michelle, hello, Michelle. Yes.
Yeah, and tomorrow you're going to be on our show. We're going to be doing some solstice readings, so that'll be a lot of fun. It'll be Tanis, Scott, and I. We're going to be doing some readings. It'll be fun.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be at 7, right? Eastern Standard Time?
You got it. Yeah, okay. Solstice readings, so that'll be fun.
Awesome. All right, so we can go ahead and get started. We're doing the 12 houses of the zodiac, and there's actually 13 cards. So if you want to follow along with us, we're going to go step by step. Um, I'm going to leave a lot of this to Michelle because she is the expert in both. Well, just like it says on her name, astrological tarot. So I'm gonna let her do a lot of it. I know a little bit about the houses, but I've been studying and trying to learn a little bit more. But she's going to be the expert here. So I appreciate you so much wanting to just jump right in there and help everybody. So we will not be pulling cards for everyone just because that becomes, that can take up a lot of time and take away from the other people who want definitions. So make sure you grab your deck if you have one. You can use Oracle decks, I guess, as well. So whichever you have, and we will get started whenever you are ready, Michelle.
Awesome, awesome. Well, tarot works best, and you guys can come from any type of. You can base. I usually do this for someone's birthday so that they can get an idea of the year ahead, or I do this on the new year. But you can start this today. So this could be kind of like a solstice spread, so to speak. So you can basically start with the first house for the year and what you need to focus there, and then all the way to the 12th. And so I'll go through that as an exercise, but basically we are basically starting from today, and we're going to take a look at what we can expect in the next year, because that's kind of how this works and what we just need to focus on in general. Okay. So I'll go ahead and share the screen really quick. Okay. All right. Share screen.
Did we lose it down here?
Yeah, it looks like we lost it. Let me just upload it again.
Okay. Let's see, it went away on mine.
So, yeah, it did for some reason, but I'll go ahead and get that up. Yeah, it said it was blocked again, so I'll just get in and get out again. Here we go.
Okay.
Share screen. There it is. Okay, so let me know if you guys can see that. This is a Zodiac Tarot spread, okay? This is what it looks like. So you start over here with one, and you make your way around the wheel, okay? That's how that works. All right, and then the 13th goes in the center. So you start off over here at about 9 o'clock, okay? We end at around 10 o'clock, and then we do our center one just for the theme of the year, okay? So your first card is going to go at 9 o'clock, and we're going to work our way counterclockwise, okay? So our first card, this is what the first house card represents. It's your aspirations, what to initiate, and where to act. The first house also represents the physical body. It represents you and like who you are as a person. Okay, just your it could be your physical body and also what you're trying to get out there for yourself. The element is fire. It ignites. It's action. The planetary ruler of the first house is Mars, because Aries is the first sign. Okay, it gives us a lot of courage, competition, and basically the card will be at the 9 o'clock point of the circle in your spread. I showed that up here, so right here. Okay. And then what it means. So new beginnings, initiation, self-expression. This is where you can best take action, where you need to be bold and assertive, where you need to initiate new projects and endeavors. It can also reveal the best path forward for your personal growth and development. Here's where you can cultivate more self-confidence and independence. Okay. This is the house that's opposite the 7th house of relationships and other people. So this is what you need to do for you. This is kind of your self-care card. Okay. We do both reversed and upright meetings. If you pull it in reverse, it may suggest the tendency to rush into things, some impulsivity, because that's what Martians tend to do. It can indicate a need to kind of temper our aggression, our competitiveness, or just be more mindful of the effects of our actions. I find with a lot of empaths that this first house energy tends to be not as like they focus too much on the 7th and not enough on themselves. Okay. So if you pull cards that are maybe negative in reverse for this, it would just be an indication that that's just an area that you need to work on. Okay. So that is card 1
All right,
for
should we start
chess.
pulling?
Sure. Let's pull.
All right, let's start pulling, everybody. I'm going to need help right off the bat. Michelle, I got the Page of Wands.
Oh, interesting.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I've got the Page of Wands as kind of like a free spirit, is how I look at it.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Well, wands are all about action, right? They're all about
Right.
passion. They're all about, putting yourself out there. And pages tend to be a little younger. So I would say, like, this would be like, what inspires you, Scott? What ideas do you have going on in your head? What are you looking to discover about yourself this year? You need to know that you have limitless potential because that's that upright page. And it really is, it's the card of the free spirit. So learning to be a little freer, a little more passionate, things like that.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Kristen got the Emperor.
Oh, beautiful. Wow. Okay, that's a 4. So that's all about providing structure in your life. Okay. The 4s are they're four-sided, so they're very concrete. They're kind of like the structure that we need. Okay, so you're
Right.
being asked to step into authority, and that the emperor is associated with Aries because you see the little rams on each side of his throne and the rider waits. It's all about establishment. It's about structure. It's about being kind of like a father figure, a leader for others. So you're being asked to lead this year, is what I would say. Step into a leadership position of some kind in your life.
Awesome. Linda also got the Emperor, so
Wow.
right around there.
Yeah.
And Carol got the Eight of Pentacles.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Hard work.
that's hard work hard. Yeah, that's amazing. That'd be like maybe an apprenticeship that you're looking at, learning a new skill, repetitive tasks or mastery of something. You're just developing a new skill this year, so that's exciting.
Perfect, Jackie. Thank you. Let me put this one up while I pin this one up to the top over here. And I'll let you go ahead and with the next one there that you saw. I put Samantha's up, I think.
Oh, very good. Yeah, dropping burdens that don't belong to me. That's great. I love that interpretation. That's a good one. Yeah. It's
Right.
also about, you're completing something. You're taking on your too many burdens and extra responsibilities in your life. You're taking on too much for other people. You need to focus on you a little more. Yep.
Gotcha. Awesome. Okay, I am having trouble finding this, so I'm just going to go back and Jackie, I'll put yours up in between. So if you want to keep doing that, if you don't, it's totally up to you. But I appreciate it. Morella got the Two of Pentacles.
Oh, wow. Learning to
Flexibility,
find
balance.
Yep, finding that balance. That's definitely a theme this year. That tells me you've got a lot of multiple priorities going on. You need to work on some time management, prioritization, and you're working to be more adaptable with maybe work, home, or whatever other areas that you're balancing for yourself.
Awesome. And let's see, Beck got the King of Swords.
Oh, that's my favorite card of the year. I love that.
That's it.
That's mental clarity. That's intellectual power. That's all about detaching your emotions and seeing things from a more analytical perspective. Stepping into truth. And sometimes it could be truth delivered without tact, but the king tends to be a little bit more, unless he's upside down, he tends to be a little bit more tactful than maybe the page, so, or the knight.
Awesome. Look there, Page of Wands.
Another page of wands. We
What
got
I
the same
got
as you, yeah.
tonight. And hi, Tana. Thanks for being here. Garnet got the Nine of Swords.
Okay, so that's the nightmare card. That's anxiety, worry. You're working on your fear. You might be dealing with depression, um, nightmares. So uh, what I would recommend for you, Garnet, I do this because I struggle with the same thing and insomnia, is I take some, again, this is for entertainment purposes only, um, but I do like a mantra practice before I go to bed. I don't watch and I do not do screens right beforehand either because that tends to kind of stress me out and get into my dreamscape a little bit. Um, and I'm guessing you're also empathic. So it's good to do some kind of prayer or mantra practice or meditation before bed. That's what I would recommend for you because what this tells me is you've got way too much on your mind, honey. So
Gotcha. And Kristen just says, wow, I'm being recommended to step into a leadership position in my spiritual community.
there you go. That's just spirit saying, you go, girl, do it.
And look here again, looking to change jobs for
Ooh.
Carol. So you called
Mm.
that one as well. Let me see. Okay, everybody else. Yeah, Nor, just pull a card and we'll help you interpret it. So just pull a card from your deck and we will help you. Marilla, did I get yours? Yeah, you are the Two of Pentacles. Okay, anybody else for the first card? Hello, Susan. Welcome.
Hi,
This is
Susan. Oh, good to
Thanks,
see you, honey.
Karma cards prompted me to check out
Oh.
before bed. Awesome.
Well, I'm gonna be on the show with this lovely person tomorrow, Susan. So make sure to tap in. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, we're doing an astrology and tarot spread tonight with all the 12 houses. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Susan's one of my favorite people. So
All right. Thanks
yeah.
for being here, Susan. And Nord, if you don't have a deck, just follow along with us. I'm sure you'll be able to learn um, without one. So just take the messages as if something jumps out at you, that probably means it's for you. So I think we have every. Okay, one more here. King of Wands for Ocean.
Oh, fabulous. So that's the natural born leader card. I always got him from my attorney when I was going through my divorce because he was like so expansive and take charge.
Yeah,
But I would say you need to plan for long-term success this year. Long-term, grand visions, stuff like that. Stuff that you're really, really stepping into your passion and taking it by the reins. That's awesome.
great.
So
And hey, Thomas, welcome.
hey, Thomas. He has the best shorts, you guys. If you go to Row Your Way, his shorts are so freaking funny. The one on Karen had me in like knots. It was like the 10 of swords and she was in her kitchen. Oh my gosh, I was laughing so hard.
I'm gonna have to check that out now.
Oh,
It was the Karen and the Ten of
and the
Swords.
10 of swords. Oh, yeah, it was so funny. And all of them are funny, but that one was like particular to something going on in my life. And I was like just beside myself laughing. You're so funny, Thomas.
That's cool. That's cool. And she said, "Oh, awesome! Oh my, yes, it has been going through my mind. Thank you so much." All right, awesome. So, do you want to go ahead and I'm going to ask you,
Well,
Michelle?
I pulled the Empress.
Yes, yes. What
So
did you
I'm giving birth to something and it's not a person. So it's
right.
definitely not a person. So I would say that that's kind of the theme for me this year is just giving birth to new things, new projects, really expanding on my creativity.
Yeah,
If anyone else got this, that's kind of what that means. Just connecting with nature, being a nurturer, appreciating the abundance I have in my life because I'm the cook in the house, and so I love cooking, cooking, cooking. So that's kind of when I see that card, I'm like, oh, that's kind of how I nurture as I cook healthy meals for people. So, and just to let you guys know, this is how I have it set up over here. I'll show you on my mat here.
let me
If you can
take down.
see,
Is it okay to remove the other thing here for a minute?
yeah, that's fine. I can put it up again. So you guys can see I've got a circle here and I start the Empress right here at 9 o'clock. Okay. And I'm using the Zerner Farber Tarot deck. So, but yeah, so I just have my astrology and then I just go all the way around this way. And you could, yeah, so that's how I'm doing it. But okay.
Awesome. All right, let me
Thanks, Scott.
here. Oh, I don't know if it's going to let me back in.
Uh-oh. That wouldn't be
I don't know
good.
what I did. Let me come back in. Hold on one second.
Okay, sounds good. There
There
he
we
is.
go.
Yay!
Okay, I'm not supposed to do it that way. There's another way to do it. All right, but thanks there, Michelle.
Yeah, it's
All
fine.
right, are we ready for card number 2?
Yes, and I will go ahead and post. It looks like I'm going to have to put this up again so everyone can see it. Share screen. There it is. Whee! Okay, so we're going to do the second house now. So here again is for those who are joining us, this is the spread. It gets in a circle. We're on question 2. We're going counterclockwise. So here's 1 and here's 2. Okay. Second
And
house.
Garnet wants to know if we're starting with Aries.
Well, Aries is the natural significator of the first house, but we're basically starting with your ascendant. Okay. So, whatever your ascendant is, that's what you can start with. Like my ascendant is in Taurus, Sidereal, Gemini, Western. So, you would start there. And it's the meaning behind the house that we're looking for, not necessarily the sign. But the sign does have a lot to do with it because that's the ruler.
So
I
it's
hope
the
that answers it.
I'm a Capricorn ascendant, so
Okay, so you would start with Capricorn. Yeah, but that
uh,
would be your ascendant. That's your body, what you were because so this is the second house in your chart. This is what it represents. It's your material security this year. It's your baseline planning. The element is earth because it's a very grounding element. The zodiac sign is Taurus. That's the natural zodiac sign, but it depends on your ascendant. So yours would be Aquarius, Scott, because you're a Capricorn.
right.
Where it's placed in the zodiac spread, places counterclockwise from the first card at the circle at the 8 o'clock point. And so this is how you interpret it. What material resources do you need to gather, such as supplies, money, or people power? This card reveals the seeds you need to plant and to have the situation take root. Okay. There is a sensible yet sensual quality of the second house. The tarot card you pull may reveal clues about how you can make your life more pleasurable on a day-to-day basis. And if pulled in reverse, this card may indicate stubbornness or resistance to change. It's very Tauran. You have a tendency to get too attached to material possessions or comforts. You may need to be more flexible and adaptable, or just be more mindful about how your attachments are possibly limiting your growth and holding you back from greater abundance. So that's the second house. Okay.
Awesome. All right. So we're ready to pick.
Exciting stuff. Ooh, that's clear. Ooh.
How about you go first this time, Michelle?
Okay. Well, this doesn't completely surprise me because I mean, I've been kind of doing too much lately.
Mhm.
But what's interesting is my second house is the Eight of Pentacles reversed, and this is from the Zerner Farber Tarot. Um,
Right.
what this tells me is that I need to work more on my self development. I can be a bit of a perfectionist, and I need to work on that this year. And I might be misdirecting some of my activities, so I need to get back. Well, how do I say this? Saturn has been blocking my 10th house because there's been so many changes going on, if that makes any sense. And the second house is my house of savings. So that's where I save all of the money and things like that. So I'm basically having to redirect in the way that I look at work. For instance, I do a lot of content creation. I do a lot of SEO, and AI is changing that. And
Right.
so I'm going to need to make some changes to my self-development and also not work on being such a perfectionist because I tend to do that. So,
Gotcha.
but
Gotcha. That's interesting. And Samantha got the Six of Pentacles. Said balance, understanding my worth.
yeah, that's all about giving and receiving. It's about sharing your wealth. That's second house energy, generosity, giving to charity. So think about a charity that you can give to this year, Samantha. Um, I know biblically and Vedically, it's like 10% is what they recommend, but definitely do your homework ahead of time to make sure that it's definitely going to right the right people and it's not getting trapped up in bureaucratic stuff. So,
Awesome.
ooh,
Seven of
Seven of
Wands.
Wands. That's challenges, competition. Okay, protect your savings and just keep
Boundaries.
persevering. If you've been trying to save your money, keep going. Just discipline yourself and keep going. And if don't give up. Okay.
Awesome. Linda got the Three of Swords. Ew.
Oh gosh, honey, that's heartbreak. That's emotional pain. That's sorrow, grief, hurt. Oh honey, that and I know that the second house is ruled by Taurus, which rules the heart. So working on some healing in these areas. How you see money, how you share money, who you're giving your money to. I'm going through a Three of Swords right now because a family member decided to not act right. Um, and so I'm going through grief as well and having to deal with the betrayal there. And it's not easy because it does involve a lot of money. So I'm right there with you. Um, But I know another thing is, if you're when I get this card, especially after you've gone through this, if you have, is beware of like negative self-talk and work on kind of releasing pain, and that will help with time. So
Right. And I've got healing needed in my book as well for the Three of Swords.
yeah, there's remedies too, so we can look at those too.
Seven of Pentacles.
Ooh, that's a good one. Long-term views. That's perseverance, making long-term investments, sustainable results. You know, he's looking at his harvest. He's looking at all of the pentacles there. So, yeah, you've planted your seeds well. This is the year to just let them grow and tend to them. Pull out those weeds. When it comes to your savings and money, it's just all about nurturing what you have and allowing it to continue to grow. Like if you have an investment, just allowing that to grow. Okay.
Awesome. So I'm going to pause for a moment and share mine. It's the Chariot,
Yay.
and
Yay.
Carol got the Chariot. So, what do you think of pushing forward?
Oh yeah. It's the success card. It's about taking action. It's determination. It also has a lot to do with our control and our willpower. So it's moving forward with those goals. And it's a very material card too, because that's kind of like our journey that we take on in the more material realms and ways of being and doing things.
Right.
So,
Right. Morella's got the Seven of Swords.
oh honey.
It's a tricky one.
Okay. Yeah, that's another betrayal card because it represents some kind of deception. Don't trust other people with your money this year. I'm not saying everyone. I'm just saying practice caution. If you haven't changed your banking password in a while, I suggest you do it. If you're living with someone that thinks that they can get away with getting onto your laptop when you're not looking or your phone and transferring funds or something like that, watch it because this is the thief card. Okay. You're being asked to act strategically when it comes to your finances and not allow them to be stolen. The last time I pulled this for a client, her boyfriend was stealing from her. I'm not getting that. Like, I'm not saying that that's happening to you, but that's kind of the energy I get from second house in the Seven of Swords. So just be careful, like be mindful, keep your stuff safe.
Yeah,
Get a
definitely.
safe if you live with roommates.
Gotcha. Garnet pulled the Sun. The joy
That's
is
a
success.
wonderful card. Oh, I love the sun. That's positivity. That's fun. That's warmth. Enjoy it. That's success. That's vitality. If you have any children in your life, spread the love. That's awesome. I love it. That's a great card.
Ocean got the Three of Wands.
Okay, your ships are coming in. That's a great card for the that house. So you're going to make some progress. You're going to be expanding your savings this year. You're going to develop some foresight. You might even do some long distance travel overseas with this energy. But there's going to be some opportunities for you. So that's exciting that you can use this money for, which is fabulous.
This is what I always say about the Knight of Pentacles: slow but steady wins the race.
Yep, that's hard. So hard work, productivity. He's literally holding your savings, right?
Yeah, he's
It's
the
about it's
card.
conservation. So don't spend on anything too big right now. Keep your savings with you. Be conservative this year when it comes to money. Is what that tells me for you.
Awesome. And let's see if I got everybody. I think I did so far. Yep. Beck said the Sun is power. Absolutely.
Yeah, it is.
All right. We ready to go to number 3?
Yeah. Okay. So third house. It represents your thoughts, your communication, and your peers. So the element is air. It gets things moving. The planetary ruler is Mercury. Well, mine just flew out. Ooh, the star. Yay.
That makes sense.
Um,
That's awesome.
that's a really good one. Yeah.
That makes sense.
um,
The Mercury's in control of communication. And
oh,
control
for sure.
of
Yep.
things. Okay.
Yep. And you just place this at the 7 o'clock point of your circle. Okay. So this card reveals the best way to communicate this year. What do you want to enlist short-term collaborators or find people who can help you ideate and start a buzz? This cooperation card represents your peers, your friends, your casual allies. It also represents neighbors. It points to the research and data that you need in order to move your situation forward. If pulled in reverse, it can be challenging, but you may be adaptable. it's challenging you to be adaptable to change and embrace new experiences. Okay. You're being asked to consider what you've lacked focus or commitment in. And it may suggest a need to be mindful of your word choice when you're communicating. An awareness of how it affects others. It also suggests an importance of being curious and open-minded, because that's what Mercury is all about. It's a good energy for sure.
Awesome. All
Oh,
right.
we just lose the screen?
We might have. Um, is Susan, I believe. Susan is asking,
Oh, there it
whenever
is.
you're done with that, I didn't mean to
Oh,
interrupt.
yeah, for sure. This is what the
Share
spread
the
looks
screen
like.
if you found a deck, she says.
So here's the spread. We start with card 1 right here, and then we go 2, and now we're at 3. So we're going counterclockwise like we would a zodiac wheel. So this would be your rising sign. That's the first house. Then we're in second house, and we just started the third house. Okay, that's what we're doing right now. And then here's the description for the third house.
Okay. Nine of Pentacles, Michelle.
That's awesome. You're the independent woman.
That's awesome.
I love
Awesome.
that card. Like that Beyonce song comes in my head every time I see that. It's like
Yeah, I call it the spa day card.
that's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
that's a great card to get, Scott. Well, I got the star.
Did you? Yeah, that's a
So
good.
having hope, faith, purpose, renewal, really focusing on my spirituality. So just I've been
Healing.
reading a lot of really fun spiritual texts and taking more classes this year. So that's how I can learn to better communicate, because when I learn this stuff, it affects my communications, in my opinion, in a positive way, because it allows me to understand people from different perspectives and views. So
Awesome. Love it. All right. Eight of Swords for Carol. So the entrapment fear.
yeah, notice that she's blindfolded, so make sure to take off that blindfold. There might be some negative thoughts going on in there communication-wise. I'm getting that this is not from your voice. There's someone in there that's telling you negative things, and it's not your voice. Okay, so kick that guy out. He's not paying rent. Um, there's some self-imposed restrictions you've maybe put on yourself. It's kind of being imprisoned by your speech. It's a victim mentality. So watching what you say, how you communicate with others in a way that doesn't come from the role of a victim based on how you were treated in your past. And we're all working on that, because we've all suffered some kind of abuse of some kind from somebody. You walk outside and someone's screaming at you every now and then, because it's so just not listening to those negative thoughts, and just really focusing on being more assertive and stepping out of the victim mentality. So
Miss Moonlight has Temperance. Balance who I enlist help from.
yep, it's all about balance. It's all about moderating your speech, practicing patience with others, especially intellectually. And just finding everything that comes out of you needs to have some kind of purpose, needs to be kind of well thought out and reviewed before coming out, but balancing it, realigning it.
Queen of Cups. Ooh, there's a good one.
Oh, that's
The
beautiful. You're an
empath.
empath. Yeah.
Oh, we said it at the same time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Path card.
So, yeah, compassionate, caring, you're emotionally stable, you're an intuitive, you're in flow with your speech. I want to talk to you. That's awesome.
All right.
So,
Nine of Cups. Also
that's
good
another
for Linda.
one. The wish card. Yay. I love the wish card. It's contentment, that's satisfaction, gratitude. Your wishes can come true through your speech. So, manifest with your words, manifest with your
Word. Yep.
communications. Yeah.
Love it. Ace of Pentacles for Kristen.
Oh gosh, another excellent one. That's a new financial or career opportunity coming your way, and you can do it through speech. So start manifesting. Okay, that's like literally like a gift from God. Okay, it's abundance. So you can gain abundance through your speech this year, and you got that Emperor card. So that might even be part of that leadership position that you were looking to.
Right. Right.
So
Marilla got Ace of Cups.
that's compassion, that's creativity in your speech. Your speech might bring a new love relationship or improve the love relationship that you have now, because that's a very heart-centered card.
Ten of Cups came flying out for Ocean. That's
Divine love. That's amazing. Happy family, divine love, blissful relationships. You can find harmony and alignment through your words. You can heal your family through your speech and through your communications this year.
Oh, I love that. Love the way you.
Yeah.
Beck got the 9 of Wands.
Oh, okay. So he's a little on guard in that card. So your speech might be a little guarded this year. Um, it could be, but it also shows that you can have a lot of resilience and courage after going through some stuff. Okay. Your faith might be tested this year when it comes to communicating with others. So make sure to set appropriate boundaries with those who try to break through those walls that you set up to protect yourself and your family.
Awesome. Let's see. Miss Moonlight had a question. She said, "Balance my communications." Could that
Hmm.
be how about temperance? I would say yes.
Yes, of course. Yeah. It's all
Yeah.
about balance. And notice that he has one foot in the water and one on land. So you're learning to balance your communications between what you're collecting from spirit, what you're collecting from your guides, and what you're seeing down here in the physical world, this Maya, this play that we're living in. So it's learning to balance who your physical role is here and who you are as a spiritual being. Is I would say that for you for sure.
Awesome. Awesome. Susan said 3 of Swords. Yeah.
Okay. I would just watch your speech. Watch. There might be someone in your environment that is causing some emotional pain or heartache. That's the grief card. That's like words that can hurt, like they can stab you in the chest. So definitely set. I know you don't do that. So watch for someone in your environment this year that can come in with a sword and start striking at people around you emotionally. It could be, well, again, I don't see that in your speech. I've never seen you. So this could be someone in your environment just to be aware of. Um, I don't know if you're feeling betrayed by someone, Susan. Um, yeah.
All right. You see here. Susan said,
Yeah.
"Is possibly the self."
Possibly. Yeah. I don't know. Just basically making sure that you're not betraying what you're seeing the situation as. Like, don't betray yourself. See things very realistically. I know you're a newlywed, so enjoy that, but don't get too up in the clouds, when it comes to stuff. Just be aware that there might be some negative there might be a negative communicator in your environment. Because
Right.
I'm going through that right now. So this is someone who is betraying you with their words. I know you don't do that, so it might be someone in your environment. So
Right. Awesome. Okay. Are we ready for the fourth house?
yes. All right, here we go. Do.
This looks like it's going to be a fun one.
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's see
When
if I
I
can get
wrote
it.
down when I was studying, Michelle, I got your roots and your family, or how I am at home, the me
Hmm.
at home.
Yeah, that's great, Scott. I love that. So the fourth house is all about home and family. It's where you create a firm foundation, your home, your roots, your emotional security. The element is water because it represents our feelings and allowing them to flow. The planetary ruler is the moon. That's our daily emotions. Okay. We've got the zodiac sign of Cancer. All right. That's the mother, the home. So it's at the base of the wheel. The 6 o'clock point is where you're going to put this card. Okay. And this card reveals the emotional temperature of the situation that you're creating this year or situations this year. How do you currently feel about it? What is the mood for yourself and others involved? In astrology, the fourth house represents our home base and the foundations of security, such as family and savings. This card gives directions on how to feel more at home in your home life. So the second house is more like money in the bank. The fourth house is like your car, your house, big stuff. Okay. Um, it can give direction on how to feel more at home in your current life. So, how can I feel more at home this year? Okay. How can I balance that? If this is reversed, it can indicate your tendency to be overly emotional or reactive, or it can mean that you become too attached to certain people or situations. Be mindful of boundaries and self care. In other words, don't neglect your needs while in service of others. It can also ask you to listen to your intuition or inner guidance. Do you find comfort and safety at home or in your personal space? If not, it's time for change. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
What you got there, Michelle?
I haven't pulled yet, but I'm about to. There we go. That's very clear. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, that makes me kind of sad. Well, I got the Prince of Hearts reversed. This
Okay.
is my card for my husband.
Would that be like the
So,
picture?
he's the Knight of Cups. That's kind of how he is in most of my charts, and that's what yeah, he comes up as a knight or a king. So this tells me I need to make things a little better at home for him because he is going through some family stuff right now.
Right.
So he is moody. So I need to kind of like because he does live with me. I need to help him with his moods and help him achieve some more emotional balance and get his imagination back and appreciating life again because he's going through some stuff. So, um, and his imagination's a little overactive right now too because he's just going through all of these scenarios of what if because we're kind of going through a family trauma. So,
Right.
I need to focus on him when it comes to home, and I do that through like baking things for him and kind of checking in like how'd you sleep last night and so it's interesting that he came up for my home card. That just tells me I need to be more mindful of what he needs. So,
I love that. That's true. Thank you for being able to share that with us, being vulnerable with us.
of course, that's what the tarot's all about. Yeah.
And I'm going to pause with Susan for a moment because I tied with Susan with the King of Cups. And I call
Yay!
this my soulmate card because I think that the King of Cups is my soulmate. It's the card that I inspire to be, in control of my emotions, equanimity, all that good stuff.
And Susan, that I think that's your man. He's amazing. Everyone loves him. But this just shows that he's emotionally balanced, he's compassionate, he's diplomatic, and yeah, just focus on loving your man. You're newlywed. Enjoy this year with your husband. That's always amazing.
Awesome. Oh, here we go. And welcome, Jolly. I didn't say hi to you. So, hello, hello. And Miss Moonlight got the devil.
Oh, okay, Miss Moonlight. So as far as okay, the devil indicates that there's something a little out of balance in your home environment. Okay, it's kind of a shadowy self. Okay, it's attachment, it's addiction, restriction, sexuality. That's kind of what the devil represents. Um, so you might be doing some shadow work this year. I'd recommend clearing your space. Like get some sage, clear that out. Keep a window open so it leaves. And then when you're meditating, maybe ask yourself like what part of your home if there's a block there or if there's like something attracting something that's not so great or causing you upset, just be upset, to be kind of off balance, get it out of your house. I know Susan, she's like the expert in feng shui. There might be something in your environment that needs to be removed. It could be like there's something in your environment that's affecting you. So when you meditate, ask your guides what that is and get it out of your house.
Awesome. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, yeah.
Samantha got the Queen of Pentacles.
That's the best home card ever, Samantha. It's all about nurturing. The Queen of Pentacles, she's a nurturer, she's very practical, she provides financially for her family. She's like kind of like the working parent if it's just the one her. She's all about that financial independence. So that's awesome.
I just wanted you to see this from
Oh,
Susan.
you're pulling one as you go. I shuffled and laid out 12. I think in the formation. Karma just it's good at least for learning tonight. Love you. Oh, love you too. Thank you. Okay.
She thought of her husband. Morella got the Five of Wands.
Oh, that's an interesting one. That's
That
the
can be
fighters.
conflict, but it can be competition too, right?
It is. It's competition, it's conflict, disagreements. So if there's like conflict going on in your home this year, it's a 5 year for me, and we're having some family stuff go on. So if you're dealing with some like tension in your environment, um, don't avoid it, address it, and just try to release the tension as it comes. Okay, if there's any kind of fights and things going on in your family, so that's what I would recommend for that.
Awesome. Six of Swords for Linda.
Okay. Calmer waters. Yeah, that's moving to a better place. You might be moving this year. It's making a transition change. It's kind of a rite of passage. You're releasing a lot of baggage in the home. If you're not moving this year, I recommend just doing a deep clean, donating anything that you haven't used in the last year, that you don't need, obviously, and just kind of renewing your space is what I would suggest for that if you don't plan on making a move. Because if you make a move, you're probably going to end up doing that stuff anyway. So.
Awesome. Nine of Swords for Kristen.
Okay, that's the nightmare card. Okay, anxiety, worry, fear, depression, nightmares. Perhaps it's just driving home. I need to be better at dealing with my negative thoughts and feelings. Yeah. And again, this is in your home environment. Okay. So, what can you do to your home environment to create a more positive vibe for yourself, Kristen? Like buying yourself some flowers or um, creating a daily routine in your house that makes you happy. Okay. Like I have a mantra practice, something like that. Or starting an altar. I have an altar that I set up that makes me really happy in my home and invites all those good vibes in. You might need to cleanse your space, especially before bed. Okay, because that's when the subconscious takes over and we have to deal with some of that inner yuck that we're dealing with. Um, yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Ocean got Five of Wands as
Yeah, same,
well.
yeah, conflicts, things like that. So,
Let me see if I missed anybody. Let's see. Rahul, welcome. Didn't see you before there. Knight of Pentacles.
oh, very, very cool. That's an awesome card. So that's all about we got that earlier. So
Mm-hmm.
that's all about there might be some work that needs to be done on the house. Okay. Get it's basically the house is going get into a routine and okay, there might be a few things that need to be fixed this year in the house. Okay, so you might have to take some of your coins, some of those savings, Rahul, and then put that into making your house a little more stable. Like I don't know if it's like a hot water heater or something like that. So
Oh wait, it's Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands.
Wands. Okay, got it. So the Queen of Wands, I call her the summer queen. Um,
Yeah.
Yes, she's very courageous. She's very confident. She's very independent. She's a bit of a social butterfly. So maybe having some get-togethers at the house this year would be kind of fun, like a family get-together or like a friendsgiving or just something where you can invite people into your home. She's also very determined, so that tells me a little bit about like how you keep your home and things like that. I think that's really beautiful.
Awesome. And not sure. Let's see. Tana said, "Okay, I pulled one Seven of Wands. I'm a seven in a 7 year. Does that mean something?"
That means that there's some challenges coming your way, but you just protect yourself and be perseverant because you notice he's holding the wand and there's a bunch of wands coming at him.
Yeah.
Okay. So stand your ground. Fight for what you believe in. That's what that represents. Literally, when it comes to your home, um, yeah, fight for peace when it comes to your house, is what I would say for that.
Yeah.
Set those boundaries for sure.
You can see here what it looks like there.
Yep. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, the ones that are coming at him. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Welcome, Sonia. Okay. Good. Thank you for stopping by. All right. So we're ready to move on to number 5.
We are, we are. This is fun, Scott. Thanks for doing this with
Yes.
me.
Thank you. You're a blessing.
Oh, you are too. We
Or
love you. Okay, so everyone who's just joining us, this is what the spread looks like. We started off with card 1, which is the first house. Then we went to card 2, card 3, card 4 is at the bottom. That was our home. And now we're moving on to card 5. Okay, so that goes right here. So, fifth house. This represents your personality and your creative self-expression, leadership and visual presentation, romance and desire. Okay, the element is fire because it ignites action. The planetary ruler is the sun. It's very bold and ego-driven. It's at the 5 o'clock point in your spread, and it represents creativity, self-expression, leadership, confidence. It also represents children. Okay, uh, okay. How and where do you shine? where it's time to step up to the plate or onto the throne. In a zodiac spread reading, this card reveals your public presence and the aspects of yourself that you are currently drawing attention to. You may indicate a need to focus on self-expression. It also suggests the importance of building your confidence and self-assuredness. You may be challenged to find the ability to take the spotlight, shine in that light, and express yourself fully. It's the stage, okay? How is your romantic life going, especially the dating phase or the keeping romance alive aspect? This card has a lot to say about that. If pulled in reverse, this can indicate your tendency to come across as arrogant or egotistical or to demand attention or praise from others. It may be a reminder to be mindful of how your actions or words affect others. How are you using a leadership role? Excuse me. Or your influence impact of one's leadership or influence. So how you lead, how you shine, how you get things done. Excuse me.
Sip, sip if you need it there, Michelle.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Sip, sip.
All right. Right off the bat here, Susan got the Queen of Swords, but it was reversed.
Okay. You might be getting a little overly emotional about something. Okay. Or you might be easily influenced by someone in your environment. Okay. Work on just direct communication with compassion is what I would suggest there. This could also be someone in your environment that is not, how do I say this? They're a little cold-hearted, if that makes any sense. Okay. When it comes to your leadership style, just practice a little more compassion. I know you've got that in you already, but that's what I would say. So, and I know the main thing is just trying to detach your emotions from the situation might be necessary because you might be getting a little too emotional about it. Okay, we all do that.
Right. Definitely.
All right, take care, Sonia.
Got the Knight of Wands for Garnet. And he just had
Oh,
wands.
okay, so just as she pulled the Knight of Wands, I pulled the Knight of Wands.
Did you?
Yeah, I just did. I just pulled the Knight of Wands. Okay, so basically, as if we're stepping into our creativity and our leadership positions this year, we're asked to do so with energy. We're asked to do so with passion. We're asked to take inspired action as leaders. Look for adventure. Oh, and avoid being too impulsive because that fiery energy tends to do that.
Awesome.
And what did you get, Scott?
Well, I want to say help, Michelle, but then I'm like, there's good parts to every card.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, you know what the tower is. Was it reversed or upright, Scott?
Power is, yeah.
It was upright?
Yes, it was upright.
Okay, so you can expect some sudden changes or upheavals in this area. It's kind of my chaos card, but what that results in is a revelation, an awakening for you is happening this year. But just beware that with upheaval, so there is going to be an upheaval in some area of your life, but it will present itself with a revelation or an awakening for you.
I think it's already happening. So,
Are you working on a creative project or something, or?
I'm working on changing jobs. So,
That'll do it. Okay.
yeah. And it looks like it's going to happen soon, but I want to make sure it's the right one and all that. So, yeah. I understand that completely. Carol got the Three of Wands.
Oh my gosh, so your ships are coming in. That's great. If you're working on something new, you can see some progress in that area this year. There's some foresight involved, and there might be an opportunity abroad as well for you, which is kind of exciting.
Awesome. Ooh, I love that. Cheyenne had the Hangman.
Okay, so the hangman basically means that you're going to kind of take a pause in some creative project that you're doing right now. So your guides are asking you to surrender, to kind of let go and let the process go, because they're showing you a new perspective creatively. So your creative perspective, the way that you view things, is going to be different this year. That's what the hangman does. It's represented by, was it Odin who hangs upside down from the hawthorn tree?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're basically upside down until you can achieve enlightenment. That's why the card is he's all lit up. So what your guides are doing is they're just kind of like forcing you to develop a new perspective on how you address your creativity.
Awesome. Queen of Cups for Morella.
Oh, another empath card. I love that. Just taking a compassionate and caring approach to your creative pursuits. This tells me that you are an intuitive. So if you're thinking about getting into tarot, astrology, whatever your medium is, that's fully supported creatively this year. And just to remind yourself to be in flow because that works best for you.
Awesome. And here's the Nine of Wands again.
Okay, so again, you are kind of protecting your fortress. You're setting appropriate boundaries. When it comes to your creativity, let's see, you may be what's the word I'm looking for? Your faith might be tested a little bit this year. That's why you need to set those boundaries. Okay, but just remain courageous, remain persistent, tap into that kind of fiery energy, and it can help you be resilient through any type of challenge that comes your way. But just keep your boundaries up, is what I'm hearing.
Love that. Love that. Always positive. That's awesome.
Aw, well, we try to
Page
be.
of Cups.
Okay, so the Page of Cups, that's all about creative opportunities. So you have an opportunity coming in. Yeah, you said unique opportunity for sure. You might be
Right.
getting some intuitive messages coming in, that little fish that he's talking to in the card. Um, that's the intuitive message. That's a message from spirit. So allow your curiosity to just take flight and be open to all types of possibilities, especially in the spiritual, more intuitive realms of being and thinking. For sure, Samantha. That's exciting.
All right. Kind of another
Oh,
three
Lord. It's like a
words.
theme tonight, isn't it?
It is. It's yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is heartbreak. This is emotional pain. This is sorrow. This is grief and hurt. You might be experiencing some of this year, Beck. Really avoid that negative self-talk. When it happens, just release the pain. Okay. The fifth house represents children. So this might involve kids. It could be a creative project that you're working on with somebody else. But just try to practice forgiveness in this area. So whether or not it's a creative project or if it's one of your kids that they're having or struggling this year, um, avoid the negative self-talk, release some of that pain, try to be optimistic as you move through it, and practice forgiveness. I'm dealing with Three of Swords right now. We're practicing forgiveness every day. It's hard when you're going through it. So my heart goes out to you.
All right. Hold on 1 second. My chat just jumped. And I wasn't able to see that. It was reversed.
Mm.
Three of Swords reversed.
Yeah. So that's all about release, releasing betrayal, things like that. There might be something about one of your kids that needs to be released because that's that fifth house if you have children. So,
Four of Cups for Ocean.
okay. So the Four of Cups is an interesting one because it's all about how do I say this? Now, I'm guessing this is upright because she didn't say reversed. It's all about reevaluating what you really want in life because he's being given this beautiful cup from the divine because it's the hand in the cloud. But he's kind of apathetic about it. Like, okay. So spend some time in meditation and contemplation, reevaluate what you really want in your life, and just check in for a realignment of your goals, your creative goals this year, because there's something that your spirit just isn't really, it's kind of apathetic about it. It's like, nah. Okay. Ooh, the Hierophant for the fifth house. You might be getting into a new, I don't know if you're studying a new religion or something like that, but it's all about spiritual wisdom. It's all about your religious beliefs, conformity, tradition, institutions. So when it comes to the Hierophant in the fifth house, you're being asked to kind of uh, what traditional aspects can you bring to that area? Because the Hierophant is all based in tradition and on it's the priest, it's based on ritual. So what creative rituals can you bring in? Oh, and Linda, the Hermit. Yeah, that's soul searching. That's introspection. You might spend some more alone time to kind of get into that creative process because there's a lot of inner guidance coming your way in the creative realms. That's really exciting.
Awesome. Kristen got the star.
Yay! That's an awesome card. I love that the star comes after the tower, Scott. So that's something you can look forward to.
Yay.
Yes, it's hope. It's faith, it's purpose, it's renewal, it's spirituality. So if you're looking to get into some type of spiritual practice, this is I call it my astrology card. I got this in the third house. So this is how I communicate. I'm an Aquarius too. So uh, you might get into some kind of practice or study that just expands your mind in a really big and beautiful spiritual way. That's exciting. I love it. That's a great card to get, Kristen.
Awesome. I think we're at the end of this one. Yeah. Hi, Nibra. Welcome.
Oh, I love Nibra. Hey, hope you're having fun.
All right. Let's see. What is next? Number 6.
Okay, let's see. And I am going to go ahead. Let's see here.
Hey,
And
Jane.
I'm going to pull up 6. I'm going to describe it, and then I'm going to go get my tea really quick, okay?
Yes.
So this is the 6th house card. It's systems for productivity, healthy habits, and wellness. This is our how we care for ourselves in a practical way, okay? It's a very grounding element. The planetary ruler is Mercury, inquisitive and communicative. The zodiac sign is Virgo. Where it's placed in the zodiac spread is at the 4 o'clock point. How to interpret it? It's cleanup time, healthy habits card, associated with practicality, organization, analysis, attention to detail. If you've got a Virgo in your life, they're organized in some way or another. Okay. You may be asked to analyze situations or problems and find practical solutions there. It can also be a reminder that not everything has to be perfect. Are you ready to embark on a wellness mission or medical treatment? This card can bring clues about the best way to approach the process. If pulled in reverse, this card may indicate that you're being overly critical or perfectionistic. I got Venus here. Okay. You're too caught up in the details and you've lost sight of the bigger picture. You may make to take a step back. It may suggest that you need to tend to your own self-care. It may be a reminder not to neglect your physical or mental health in pursuit of your goals. Okay, so that's the 6th house, and I will be right back as you guys pull.
All right. Awesome. Okay. You guys start pulling. I see Susan will have to check in with Michelle on that one on the Page of Wands reversed. Let's see. I'll go ahead and pull mine. I got the sun. So that seems pretty good. So treating myself with joy and looking at positive things in life and not the negative things. So yeah, I think that's a good card to have there. And while you're pulling, I will take a little sip myself and get a refill. Michelle's doing such a great job, isn't she? How she's tying everything together. I just appreciate her so much. This is a lot of fun. Someone who really knows what they're talking about with astrology. I know a little bit about astrology, but she's that's awful.
Okay, I got my tea. Oh,
We got the Page of Rods or Wands reversed for Susan.
okay, 1 second. Okay.
You can breathe.
Okay. All right. So, Page of Wands reversed. That would basically be inspiration. Okay, so that's upright. So it would be like, okay, 6th house energy. You're doing some new stuff. There's some newly formed ideas that are coming your way. You're redirecting your energies when it comes to your health, and you're taking away all self-limiting beliefs and you're throwing them out the window. Okay. Follow a spiritual path as you go on this journey. Okay. Make sure to involve your guides when it comes to redirecting your health energy. Okay.
Awesome.
And I know a little bit about your situation, so I think that's kind of cool that you pulled that, Susan. That's very intuitive.
Awesome. Queen of Swords for Kristen.
Oh my gosh, that is such a good one. Okay, so you're being asked to be independent and have unbiased judgment when it comes to your health and taking action over your life this year. Set very clear boundaries. She's all about boundaries. That's why she has a sword. You cross them, she'll cut you.
Good.
Okay. And
Yeah.
be very, very direct in your communication when it comes to this house this year. Okay.
Awesome. 10 of Cups. I am a Virgo.
Oh, that's fabulous energy. That makes the complete sense because you're a Virgo. Virgos are the masters of the sixth house. So this is that the 10 of Cups is about divine love. It's about blissful relationships. It's about harmony and alignment. So this tells me that you're so aligned that you can help align others, which is exciting. And you can help your family members as well. So if there's a family member in your life that's kind of struggling with like some mental problems or physical problems, you can step in and maybe give them the routine and the discipline needed to overcome some of those challenges. For sure. That's exciting.
I love that for you, Carol. I know a little bit about her situation. I love that for her. That's perfect. Morella got the Knight of Cups.
Mm, Knight of Cups. So uh, there might be someone in your life that can help you in this department. Someone creative, a masculine type of personality who's very creative and romantic, someone charming with a big imagination, a flirt, an emotional flirt. Um, but what this tells me is, he's holding a cup. And this is the only knight who is like this. He's about to go over a stream of water. So I don't know why your guides are saying this, but they're telling me telling you to drink more water and go out and walk more. Okay, that's just for you. I mean, that's just kind of what I got. Okay.
Awesome. Queen of Wands.
Okay. Oh yeah. So that's our summer goddess. I love all the sunflowers in that card, and the cat for
Mhm.
some reason stands out when I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
I don't.
Independence.
Yeah, yeah, but it's all about asserting your independence. She's very passionate. She's very
Or
passionate, and she's also very, how do I say this? She's assertive. She's courageous. She's got a lot of that confidence. Um, so it's kind of, oh, and she's also a social butterfly. So maybe getting out and socializing a little more would be good for your mental health this year. In addition, practicing determination when it comes to your health goals, because, she's got a rod. She's got a lot of discipline there. So that's definitely something to look forward to for sure.
awesome. Samantha got the World.
That is fabulous. I love that. So the world is all about completion. It's integration. So there's some major accomplishment that you're going to achieve this year. Um, and it might also indicate that you might travel somewhere too. And it might be like a spa or a health day or something like that, or like a yoga retreat or something like that is supported, but you're completing something in your life. So that's really exciting.
So, okay, Page of Cups again.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's that, he's talking to the fish. So that's about, taking on creative opportunities, paying attention to those intuitive messages, using your intuition when it comes to your health. Like if you like suspect something or feel something, listen to that little inner voice. Okay. Um, it also brings out new possibilities, and like kind of approaching this house with some curiosity, because he's very curious. He's like, why is this fish talking to me in this cup?
9 of Swords for Tana.
Okay, we got another nightmare card. Okay. So if you have anxiety, worry, fear, depression, issues with your health, nightmares, insomnia, um, you need to release the worry, honey. Release the worry. I do that every single day. I'm the biggest worry wart on the face of the planet. And uh
Wouldn't know
yeah,
that.
Yeah, I am. I am. And that's why I do so many I do so many practices. I wake up and half my day, by half my most of my morning is just getting ready to handle the day. So
Mm.
I would recommend some kind of a spiritual practice that you can do in the morning and then just before bed to help you maintain your physical and mental equilibrium, your health. And if you need any ideas, I'm here. I've got tons and tons of them.
Awesome. All right, the Emperor in Channel Masculine Energy.
Oh, I love that. I love that. That's all about taking charge, being an authority over your health, taking back your power. Okay. Creating some structure, because the emperor is all about creating structures and balances and things like that in life. So I would definitely recommend that. It also recommends that there might be a father figure in your life that can kind of help you with finding that structure and that balance. Um, but yeah, that's definitely the masculine energy that can kind of help, or maybe like a trainer or something like that.
All right. Garnet, he got the 10 of Pentacles.
You're great. That's fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
The 10 of Pentacles it's all about wealth. It's about financial security, family, long-term goals. You can actually make contributions to others when it comes to your sixth house, because the sixth house is also it's the house of karma yoga. So you're being asked to um, give to your members of your family and or nonprofit organizations this year. That's what I would say, because you have more than enough. And if family members need help, help them, because when you do that, you're creating a good energy for yourself moving forward, not just in this birth, but in future births as well.
Awesome. Beck got the 3 of Wands. So another 3 of Wands.
Okay, your ships are coming in. Let's see. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're being asked to expand the way that you look at your health, and then you'll be able to make some better progress there. They're showing me an alternative therapy that might be beneficial for you, because if you see in the card, he's holding a staff and he's looking out to the ocean, right? So this tells me that there might be something foreign or different from what you grew up with or what you did that can help you health-wise this year. Like, there's an example. I learned about panchakarma this year. It's basically a type of cleansing technique that you can use if you have digestive problems. I didn't know about it last year. So that would be kind of a 3 of Wands thing. It's like, what's that? So it's an Ayurvedic thing. So yeah, I would say that maybe looking into Ayurveda or alternative health therapies might be beneficial for you this year, especially if you've been dealing with something a little more chronic.
Ocean got the Queen of Wands. I'm getting a lot of wands tonight.
That's a lot of fire energy, you guys. So just having confidence when it comes to your health. Um, when I get the Queen of Wands, she's very social. So maybe getting together with others in like a nutrition, diet, or exercise program would be very helpful. Yes, Nivra, we're doing houses. We're on the 6th house now.
Okay, let me see. Warrior Girl's here too. Hey, Warrior Girl.
Hi, Warrior Girl. I'm sorry, I'm snacking. I told Scott before this, I've been fasting. So I eat when I can when I'm not fasting. So
All right, I think we are ready to. Whenever you're ready, we'll go to the 7th. I got the sun, by the way, for this one, so I'm pretty happy with that.
oh my gosh, that's awesome. So I got the Prince of Swords, but
Okay.
I got him reversed.
Okay.
So maybe I'm very restless, I'm very impulsive, and I'm very unfocused unless I really, really focus myself. And I'm also prone to burnout.
Right.
So this is spirit telling me beware of burnout, because I tend to do that. Like, staying healthy is something I've tried to do my whole life, but I could be a perfectionist about it. Like, I can overdo it. So that's really good advice from spirit for me.
Awesome.
So
It's amazing how much it helps us as we're teaching, we're learning as well, right? Like the
yeah.
higher teaching and you're learning. Yeah. Hello, Brenda. Welcome.
Hi.
No problem. We're doing the 12 houses, and we are on number 7, correct?
Oh, we're on 7 now?
Yes,
We're on
I think
6.
we're on 6. My bad.
Mhm.
Okay. I think that was the end of the ones I got over here. Let's see. We just did 6, right?
Yep.
Okay. I
Okay.
think we're ready to move on to 7. You
Here we
take your.
go. Exciting stuff. All right. So just to let everybody know, if you're just got to the chat, this is for Nivra too. Nivra. So here's the first house. This is where you start. This is your rising sign. We did the second house. That's the house of finances. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. Then we have the third house. That's the house of communication. The fourth house is home and mother, what makes us feel secure. The fifth house is all about um, our uh, our creativity, children, uh, risks, things that we do there, and then conveyances, things like that. And then the sixth house is all about our health and our daily routines. It's about karma yoga, things like that. So now we're moving into the seventh house of relationships, and notice it's completely 180 degrees across the chart from the first house. So, what do you think the seventh house represents? If the first house is all about yourself, what do you think the seventh house represents, Scott?
It's got to be partnerships, maybe with other people. How you're treating
Genius.
other.
You are correct, 100%. So the seventh house represents committed partnerships, professional or personal balance, fashion, beauty, justice. The element is air because it gets things moving. The planetary ruler is Venus. That's beauty and pleasure. The zodiac sign is Libra, the opposite of the warrior Mars, because it's all about finding balance with others and talking things out, not going to war. um, so it's halfway around from the first card. So it's at 3 o'clock in your circle here. And how to interpret this card. Zodiac spread reading. This card represents a committed part relationships have a 50-50 quality to them, such as romantic partners, business partners, or creative collaborators. How can you best balance your personal or professional partnerships, relationships, or cultivate greater empathy in your interactions with others? This card can help you uncover solutions to conflicts, disagreements that benefit both or all parties. As the fashion and arts house, see what this tarot card says about your personal brand and how you brand yourself to others. If pulled in reverse, this card indicates your tendency to be indecisive, or if you're avoiding conflict instead of facing matters head on. Have you become too reliant on the approval of others? I do that. Don't forget about your boundaries and priorities. Yes, please. This isn't about sacrificing your needs to maintain harmony in relationships. It's about compromise. So this is the area of your life that can help you with your relationships with others, how you project yourself into the world and how you're relating with and for others. So let me go ahead and,
Right.
ooh, that's clear.
What did you get?
Oh, that's awesome. I picked the best card ever, Scott.
World.
I got something better. I
Oh, wow.
got let me make sure this is at 3 o'clock here.
The
I got
love.
the Four of Wands. I got the wedding card.
There you go. The happy home.
Celebration, joy, harmony, relaxation, homecoming. My husband and I have really been working hard on our marriage this year just because we've been through so much. And so this gives me a lot of, it tells me that the work that we've been doing to keep our relationship happy and healthy is working. Like we're doing a lot of spiritual practices together. Um, we're checking in on each other. Like we're a 24/7 couple. So it's really important that our relationship works because we work together from home.
Right.
Uh, so we go everywhere together because we only have one car and one bathroom and one everything. So it's like we're very much we're very much entwined. So I love seeing this in my relationships house, the marriage card. So this tells me that things, because we had some issues last year because of all of the stresses that he was going through. So it makes me feel really, really happy that we're coming into some good energy in our marriage.
Was
That's
happy.
good.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah. What did you get, Scott?
Well, let me see. Someone else got the same as I did. She's
Mm.
Cheyenne. Cheyenne and I both got the Seven of Cups in the seventh house.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's perfect for you, Scott. Well, because but that's your it's the head up in a clouds card, right?
Right. Right.
So there's some opportunities, there's some choices, but I would warn you against wishful thinking or illusions. Empaths can fall into that because we can sense other realms, and the person and the role that they're playing in this life might not be who they really are in spirit. I've had to
Oh,
kind of learn this for relationships. I can see someone's spirit. I'm like, they have the most beautiful spirit, but they're working through some shadow stuff. And
Right.
you don't want to start a relationship with someone who's working through, addiction, or who's working through, they're not seeing things realistically.
Been there, done that.
That's me too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Cheyenne. So we're twins on that one. Let's see. Susan got the Two of Pentacles reversed.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that would be, you might be a little overcommitted to something in your relationship. So taking a step back and saying, what am I overcommitting myself to? Um, you need to reprioritize an area of the marriage to balance it out a little bit, because one or both of you are just juggling a little too much right now. It could be like too many activities, or um, you're prioritizing something over something else that's causing some disorganization or imbalance. So I would definitely look to that, especially because you're also just figuring out how to work with each other in this new marriage. I mean, you've lived with each other for a while, but and work with each other, and you love and know each other, but there's a balance that needs to happen there. Okay.
Tana got the Nine of Cups. That's pretty
Got the
awesome.
wish card. That is so awesome. I love it when people pull cards. The Nine of Cups is the wish card. It's contentment, it's satisfaction, it's gratitude. Your wishes are going to come true. So that's good. That's awesome.
Carol got the Moon.
Okay, there's some confusion. Okay. So some illusions, some fears, maybe some anxieties regarding a relationship. Tap into that subconscious and rely on your intuition to kind of see the answers that are coming forward. I'm getting that this is some confusion within someone in your family. They're struggling with some stuff. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. You can help them release some of that fear. If there's any repressed emotion going on with them, they kind of need to release that too, because that's causing inner confusion. So it's someone in your environment that needs a little help, then you can step in and help them. Because I'm getting that you're pretty dang solid. So
She is.
yeah.
Morella, Four of Wands. There we go.
Mm. You got
Happy.
the same card I did, Morella. Yay! Four of Wands moment. Let's just put them together. Boop. Love it. Wedding card. That is awesome energy. So enjoy it. Enjoy your relationships this year. They're going to get better, but nurture them. Work on harmony and make sure to relax too. So I'm a Libra and I got Four of Wands. Libras they're gangbusters when it comes to relationships, but they need to be careful not to give too much of themselves to others. Okay. You're all about balance when it comes to relationships, but sometimes you need to put yourself first in order to create that balance, if that makes any sense. Because Libras tend to be too, they like, I have Saturn in Libra. So I need to work on asserting myself, but at the same time respecting the wishes of others. And I tend to not pay enough attention to me and put the needs of others before myself. And Libras tend to do that. So that's something to just be aware of. But yeah, Four of Wands is awesome.
Okay, great. And Myra got the Three of Fire Wands.
Your ships are coming in. You're going to actually benefit this year from people that are from overseas, people that are in different areas. He's got the wand and he's looking out at the ships. These are people from other cultures, other realms of thinking and being, and they're coming in and they're going to teach you some stuff. It's like it's kind of like if you've done any research on the spice trade or the Silk Road, back in the day, that's how we used to get all of our products. And it resulted in just the most amazing trade routes and advancements in mankind, just by getting, different people from different cultures together and talking and talking about healing modalities and things that they're doing. And I know that you're in a healing modality as well. So you're sharing your experiences and your healing gifts as well. It's a very Chiron moment. I see Chiron when I see that card. It's the wounded healer.
The healer,
And he's a Centaurian. He's a centaur, and he would go from country to country to country, learning different healing modalities. And then he'd come back home and he would share them and use them to heal people, but he could never heal himself. So my main thing is for you, pay attention to the other people, because they might have some healing modalities for you too, because they're going to teach you a lot as well.
Awesome. Samantha got Judgment. I think that's the first time that's come up.
That is the first time. Wow. Judgment is it's kind of a whew, it's a heavy card because it's, it's the family and they're all their arms are up and they're out of their coffins and their souls are being judged upon death. So there's some rebirth going on in this area for you. There's an inner calling that might come through. What they're saying is you need to release any self-doubt. If there's an inner critic in there, let it go. That's bad judgment. You do practice good judgment. Don't ignore the call, obviously, but there's going to be an inner calling relationship-wise for you this year. That's kind of exciting.
Awesome. Ocean got the Page of Cups. By the way, my moon is in Libra.
Okay, so your moon is in Libra. That's your inner self. Okay. So what that tells me is you strive and seek balance in relationships no matter what. That's they're very important to you. But what this tells me is you're going to get some intuitive messages because he's looking at the little fish in the cup and the fish is going, hey, what's going on? There's some opportunities in this department for you to either improve the relationship that you're in, or to seek out a new relationship. But this person's going to help you with your intuitive messages and communications. That's exciting. It could be a younger person entering your life too that can teach you some things intuitively from a kind of fresh, young perspective.
Awesome. Love it. All right. Garnett got the Fool.
Avoid. You can't say this on YouTube. How do I say this? I'll spell it. Avoid FUCK boys. Okay. Just but
And Garnett is a male, by the way, but it could.
oh, sorry.
Well,
Girls. Yeah, sorry, Garnet. Yeah. So avoid girls, boys, whoever you prefer, avoid them. Avoid the fools. Okay. But what this tells me is if you approach the situation with innocence, with spontaneity, a very free spirit, um, things could go really well for you. Just like see this as a new beginning. There could be a new beginning to your relationships, but avoid fools. Because when I pull the fool at a card, like in a relationship reading, it's like someone's acting like a fool. They're not seeing things realistically. And like I tell them, listen to that little dog. I actually have the fool's dog. Her name's Rosie. And you know how he's holding a white rose? She's a little white wire hair terrier. We were just talking about her before the show.
yeah.
She looks exactly like the dog in the fool card. And when she has to go potty, she will come up to my back calf and stomp on it as hard as she can, just like the fool. Like, I got to go to the bathroom. It's like, oh, okay. That's her way of letting me know. So pay attention to the little dog when it comes to your relationships. If you have people in your life that you can run a person by ahead of time, I suggest doing that because sometimes it takes an outside perspective from someone we trust in order to make the right relationship decisions. I'm speaking from experience.
Linda got the Four of Cups.
Okay. So, you notice in the Four of Cups how he is kind of like like it's a tree, but there's this, and he's like looking at these three cups on the ground, going, I don't know about these, but he's not seeing the opportunity that's coming his way, which is the cloud in the sky carrying a gift from God. Okay. Spend some time in meditation and contemplation. This can kind of help you reroute your mind a little bit when it comes to how you view your relationships, and work on any kind of apathy by reevaluating how you approach the situation with others. Okay, if necessary, take some time to retreat and go into withdrawal and just spend time in spirit and ask them for guidance and advice when it comes to anything that needs alignment this year for you when it comes to other people coming in and coming out.
Love it. You're so full of knowledge. Thank you, Michelle Marie. I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you too. You're awesome. And thank you for putting up with me eating.
Oh no, of course, of course. Beck, I think is the last one here for number 7, 9 of Wands reversed. That's
Okay. So in the 9 of Wands, he's got all of his wands out and he's built like this fence. It reminds me of like most of the forts that we went to as kids, like the old military forts with those huge old growth trees. That's what that card reminds me of. But basically what it's asking you to do is to look to your inner resources for guidance when it comes to your when your relationships. If there's been some struggling or some overwhelming events that have put you on the defense, um, work on setting those boundaries. Work on setting boundaries. This is a year of boundaries for you. Try not to, instead of looking at the situation from a more paranoid perspective, because that's the look on the guy's face in the card. He's just like,
Yeah.
it's kind of paranoid looking, you know, he's like, oh God, when is it going to come? When's it going to come? When's it going to come? Instead of waiting for the blow, um, rely on those inner resources before they become overwhelming. Okay. Don't, obviously, instead of being defensive and being kind of paranoid like the guy in the card, focus on those boundaries, because there's going to be some tests to your faith regarding relationships this year. That's what that energy tells me.
Awesome. Jackie wants to know when your birthday is.
July 27th.
That July Leo that you were telling me about that my dad has. July Leo.
Oh, cool.
I think we were talking about that a week or so ago.
Yeah, Tennis and I are both July Leos. I'm a 27th. She's a 28th.
Dad's the 30th. Yeah. Awesome. And I think that is the last of the seventh house. So we can move on to the eighth whenever you're ready.
Fabulous. Okay.
How are you doing? Are you doing okay on time and everything?
Oh, I'm great. As long as I've got my tea and my snacks, I'm happy.
Awesome.
Okay. So let's move on to the eighth house. This is a big one, guys. Eighth house is known as a Dustana house in Vedic astrology. It's the house of transformation, death, rebirth. It's ruled by Pluto. Okay.
Scorpio.
So,
Right?
Yep. That's you. This is all Scott. So what the eighth house card represents: your personal power, your sexuality, long-term investments in wealth, water, go with the flow. So you're being tested in these areas. You know, they might be a little different than the collective, and you're being asked to step out and be you. Planetary ruler Pluto is intense. He's powerful. He's creating transformation at a generational and at a collective level. Okay. The sign is obviously Scorpio. So it's at the 2 o'clock point of your spread. And how to interpret this card: money, power, sex house. Okay. It is the most intense card in the entire zodiac spread. Here's where you are the most magnetic, perhaps your own strategic or seductive actions. Your approach to sex, sexuality, and all things erotic is flavored by the tarot cards you pull. Who will you invest in and what? In order to move ahead, you may need to face your fears, release old patterns and beliefs. That's that shadow work we were talking about. This card encourages you to go deep into your psyche and explore the mysteries of life. If in reverse, this card may indicate that your tendency to be controlling or manipulative in a situation. You may have a tendency to be controlling or manipulative in a situation. Have you become too fixated on your desires? Has something healthy turned into an obsession? Because that's like the devil card, you know. This card may be reminding you of your own intensity and power over others. How can you challenge it? How can you channel it and use it more gently with integrity? Okay. So that is the eighth house energy that we're working with now. It's the house of death, rebirth, and transformation. So what I would suggest is how your approach to power, money, power, and sex. It's also your approach to like what's transforming in your life this year. What major transformative elements? Like what are you basically letting die so that you can create something new? The caterpillar and the butterfly moment, right? The phoenix rising from the ashes. But we got to die to the ashes first, right? That's the theme.
What about the Eight of Pentacles?
You're being asked to change your work, and you are doing that. Yeah. So yeah, you are. Yeah, you're changing your job. That's a major thing, Scott. That's a huge thing
Right.
to have to change. You know, it's where you put all of your time and your resources and your energy. It's yeah. That's a big one.
Right.
So it's because he's sitting there and he's already collected his harvest, because the 7 is he's looking down at his pentacles and he's watching them grow. He's just harvesting them and he's putting them to work. So it's the fruits of your labor being put to work. And so you have these fruits that you have developed over time through your experience, and now you're putting them to work. It could be You might be mastering a new skill, or actually you're doing that with the tarot. So it indicates that you're moving into an apprenticeship. There's some kind of mastery or skill development going on in your life this year. And that's the major transformative element in your chart this year, according to your card, Scott.
Awesome. Thank you. What did
Hmm.
you put you on the spot there? What did you
Sorry,
get?
what? Oh, what did I get? Oh, yeah. Okay. So this seems to be a bit of a theme in the show today. I got the Seven of Wands.
Oh, wow.
I'm learning how to stand up for myself. I'm really bad at it. I'm getting better, but I usually just kind of like try to make everybody else comfortable. So like uh my own demise, but I'm actually having to like stand up for myself. I had to hire a lawyer this year, guys. I mean,
Wow.
I don't normally have to do that because I'm the queen of trying to like find compromise between people, but someone is acting a fool in my family right now, and so I'm having to protect ourselves. I'm having to protect them and just be persevering and see this challenge, this competition coming my way. You can see like he's actually fighting people off there. I need to step into my power and stand up for myself and my family. That's a huge transformative element because I usually just let things go or go with flow, and I need to stop doing that because it's not good for me or the people in my environment. I need to kind of not allow the fools to just take over. So as much as I love them, they need to stop being a fool. So
That's neat that that came out there as a confirmation for you.
it really is. That's what these spreads do. That's why we do them.
Yeah.
So, and I'll show you what the spread looks like when I'm done here. It's coming along.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
what are you guys in the audience getting? I'm actually really excited.
Tana got the wheel of fortune.
Oh my gosh. Oh, did you guys hear that Pat is actually retiring this year from Wheel of
Yes,
Fortune?
I
I
did.
know. Oh my gosh. He and Vanna have been on forever. She's like in her 70s now and she looks like she's in her 20s. She's insane.
Yeah, she is insane, and she's in her 70s. She still looks.
She still looks 20. She's amazing. Um, okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is good luck. It's karma. It's life cycles. It's destiny. There's going to be a turning point in your life, Tana. The Wheel of Fortune, what goes up must come down. What goes down must come up. So you might see some things improving this year. So if you went through like a major, like the Wheel of Fortune reversed moment, know but that wheel's coming back up again. That's how it works. Okay, just like the wheel that we're creating tonight with our cards. Okay, the bottom of the wheel can be difficult. It can bring some shadow stuff, some yuck that we're trying to like wash out as we go through. The way I describe it is, so if you look at the astrological wheel and the wheel of fortune, they're very similar, and they go around. And at the bottom of the wheel, like especially if it's a like a windmill, for example, there's water there, and the water is there to clean off all the mud, clean off all the Thomas, clean up all the shadow stuff that we're going through. You just went through that cleansing, and now you're coming up to the top of the wheel where you're going to be able to enjoy the transformation that you have gone through in the past couple of years. So, Tanis, love you. Sorry. I just saw her pop in. I'm like, yay!
I was going for it next, actually. Yeah. Candace, I'm doing great. Michelle's doing all the hard work, so I'm doing great.
We're having a good time, Tanis. And we're going to be with Tanis tomorrow. We're going to be on with Tanis tomorrow, you guys. So join Scott, Tanis, and I for readings. We're going to have a lot of fun. We love reading with Scott. He's fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. We got a warrior girl has got a card. She's got the Six of Swords. Okay.
Oh, very cool. Okay. So the Six of Swords is all about moving to a better place. Okay. You see, it's on a boat and he's got all the swords in the boat with his wife. Okay. And his child. And they're moving to they're transitioning to a better area of their life. They're releasing baggage too. Because whenever we move, we release a lot of baggage, material, spiritual, physical, emotional. I've moved 34 times in my life and I'm going to be 40 this next month. So I moved a lot in my life and it's like a fire. Every time you move, it's just like, what can I donate? I shop at Goodwill because I move all the time. And I got like my apartment looks fabulous, but it's like I shop at Goodwill because it's like I'm not going to keep this for very long. So, um, yeah, that's the energy I get for you is that you're going through a rite of passage and you're making a transition or a change for the better this year. And I'm excited for you because you want that eight house energy in your chart. That's what works. So, oh wow, that's a hard one.
Five of Pentacles.
Taking your power back, that's good.
Yeah.
I would say that's also learning to live with less. I get that card all the time. It's my stalker card, because I have been through a lot of financial loss, poverty, isolation, worry, that kind of stuff. Worry is the main thing.
Right.
Letting go of worry, letting go of allowing your happiness to be tied to money. I struggle with that too, you know. Um, Getting rid of that poverty mindset and instead recovering from that loss. It also is a spiritual property card, so focusing more on your spirituality, on your practices to kind of how do I say that? Fill the void you feel when you are going through periods of lack. Because they're actually there to promote you spiritually. It doesn't feel like it at the time. It feels terrible, but afterwards you see the lesson behind it because that's what transformation's all about.
Ten of Wands for Carol.
Oh my goodness, you're doing too much. um, so you've taken on too many extra responsibilities. You're a very hard worker, and you're taking on the burdens of others because he's basically holding all of the wands and he's walking them up a hill through a desert. So this year, I would say try not to take on. Okay, this is what your guides are telling me. When you go to help a family member, when you go to help a friend, give them the tools to help themselves. Don't do it yourself. Don't do their homework for them, is what they're saying to me. Stop doing their homework for them. Let them do the homework. You give them the book, you give them the paper, you give them the pencil, but don't do it for them. Let them do it because you're taking on too much, Carol.
It's amazing because I had a reading with Carol last week. She won one of the in the competition, one of the readings, and this goes absolutely perfectly what you just said with what we were talking about, doesn't it, Carol? So yeah, thank you, Michelle, for that one. And I bring up the Magician.
Okay. You have all the tools you need to step into this new phase of your life. You're going through a major transition. You're developing a new tribe, you're learning some new skill sets, but you're also introducing your skill set to the world. You have the power of manifestation at this time. You're extremely resourceful. You have a lot of power in your tools, especially your spiritual tools, and you can take inspired action to achieve them. So all those tools that the magician has lined out, the fire, he has the cups, he has the sword, he has the wand, and he has the pentacle. And he's basically there's a two lit candle going on, and it's burning from both ends, and it means as above so below. So you're able to take things that you're getting from above, spiritual practices, ways of living, ways of being, and you're bringing it down and you're sharing it with other people, and you're around other magicians too. So this is a magical year of transformation for you, and you're going to help others transform themselves with your magic wand.
So Cheyenne got the Nine of Swords. Says, uh-oh.
Okay, you're learning to deal with your anxiety, honey. You're not alone. Okay, that's worry, that's fear, that's depression, that's nightmares. You're learning to deal with those deep-seated fears that you're dealing with on a subconscious level, and you're learning to release them. Release the worry, release the tension. If there's any inner turmoil going on, you're being asked to basically work through that particular energy. That's kind of the block that I see for you. And the cards, because you guys, these are your cards. You're all intuitives. You're all doing this for yourselves. So this is awesome.
If I don't get to absolutely everybody, just understand I'm just going on time here. So since we're going on to the 2 hour mark,
Oh yeah.
probably gonna skip just a couple. So not trying to ignore anybody. So don't think that. And if I don't get you this round, I'll try definitely to get you the next. Susan got the Knight of Wands reversed.
Fabulous. So you're working on your energy this year. There's just energy in general. He's on a horse, but he's also the knight that's going in the other direction, like the Knight of Swords. So he's facing his past, and he's looking at it from a very fiery, passion oriented, inspired action kind of mindset. Okay. He's asking you to go on an adventure, be a little more impulsive, and put a lot of energy and passion into your life this year. Because there is a passion project coming your way. I know what it is. But he's saying, don't be too hasty. Don't let your energy to be scattered. And if there's any delays or frustration along the way, take them in stride, because that comes along with passion projects. Okay. Especially if it has to do with you personally, just practice patience and really focus your energy on a single point rather than allowing it to be scattered, or they're showing me like you're going in too many different directions with what you can do and there is a simpler solution. Okay. I hope that's helpful, but it's very fiery energy that's helping you through this. So that's good.
Right. Awesome. Okay, Four of Swords for Morella.
Okay, Morella, you need to relax. You need to rest more. Okay. Take some time to meditate if you aren't already. Take time out for contemplation if you're not able to meditate. And if you're just getting over something, you need to take time to recuperate from that, because, once we go through that Three of Swords moment, like a betrayal, afterwards, we need to take a rest and just sit with it and deal with it and rest. It's not time to act yet.
Gotcha. Two of Coins.
Okay. That's balancing. Okay. You're kind of playing a balancing act. You're going to the area of your life that's being transformed right now is that you've been overcommitted to certain projects or goals in past lives that have led to disorganization. You are being asked to focus on your time management, how you prioritize your day, and how you adapt to the circumstances in your daily routine, and find a better way of organizing yourself this year in a way that you're not like balancing too much. Now, we all are, especially if you're from North America. We have 3 jobs. It's not easy. We're constantly working. We're constantly, nose to the grindstone trying to make things work. But there needs to be some balance there for you this year. Some reprioritization is what they're telling me. There are ways that you could prioritize different areas of your life so that you're not constantly balancing everything. And you could find the answers, they're telling me, through introspection, meditation, if possible.
Awesome. Love it. All right. I think we are ready for the next one. On 9.
Okay, Jackie's saying something here.
Oh, did I miss it? Let's see. My request for Michelle to post this right in the lounge. Oh, okay. Are you in the? I'm not even sure if you're in there. On Facebook, I have the Scorpio Sun Tarot Lounge.
Oh, I did not see that.
I will invite you and make sure you're in there. And she wants you to post the spread.
I can do that real quick. No problem. I'm logging into Facebook now.
I think I have to add you if you're not in there.
Oh, I'm a member.
So. Oh, you are in there. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I follow you all the time, honey. We're good.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah, it's Scott Scorpio Sun. Well, I think this might be under my Astrological Tarot account. I might not follow you as Michelle Marie. So let me just switch my account over to that. I might be following you under my business page.
Gotcha.
So Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot. There you are. Okay. Well, maybe I am on that one. I have to go over to another account. And so she wants me to basically just post the spread?
Spread, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Or spread, etc. She said at the lounge.
Okay. they're asking for it, then it is theirs. Let's see. There I
Thank
am.
you for that, Michelle.
Of course. Yeah. Oh, I think I just ended up on your page. I don't want that. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, I can invite people, but I actually want to share something. Okay, here we go. Photo video. All right. So I will get this in for you guys. And boom. All right. I just shared it.
Awesome. Thank you. Perfect. All right. So we are at number 9. Tana got the Chariot. I think that's the first time.
Oh, spread and questions. She wants the questions too. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I'll basically just copy and paste everything into that.
It's a little long. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little long. We'll see if Facebook allows, because they only allow 5,000 words. So I'll just see how far it goes. And we'll try to do it that way so you guys can see it on Facebook.
Awesome.
Okay, so paste. It got all of them. Okay.
All right. Great.
So I've got the spread and then I've got the description. And it's all on Facebook. Okay. Yay. Thanks, Jackie.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. So we are on the 9th house.
Yes.
So the 9th house card represents where you expand, where you can be adventurous. It represents travel. It represents personal growth, studying, teaching. It's the house of the guru, like what expands, like who we are as people. So the element is fire. It ignites action. The planetary ruler is Jupiter. He's jovial. He's larger than life. I call him the Santa Claus of the zodiac. The zodiac sign is Sagittarius. It's placed at the 1 o'clock point in the zodiac spread. And how to interpret this card. In a zodiac spread reading, this card reveals where you're ready to explore life with a wide open mind, perhaps through travel, education, or spiritual growth. Do you have something to teach others? This is the Yoda card. And yes, you are Yoda here. Or you may simply be reminded to maintain a positive attitude in a situation. At the very least, this card inspires you to be adventurous and curious. If pulled in reverse, this card indicates that your tendency to be overly optimistic. We know, we just said be more optimistic. But you can be optimistic and maintain a healthy dose of skepticism. Just be careful not to overdo the latter. Be careful not to become too attached to your beliefs or opinions. In other words, try to be open-minded and willing to change your mind, even on things you were very firm about. So this is the house of expansion, learning, gurus.
Cool.
Yes. Oh, I got a good one.
What'd you get, Michelle?
So from Amy and Monte's deck, I got the Ace of Hearts.
Oh, wow. Is that
Love, new relationships, compassion, creativity. I'm actually I'm part of a Joytish group. It's a Vedic astrology group, and they're taking a nakshatra trip to India next year. I might not go next year, but I might go the next year, just depending on like how our finances are. And we're going to all of the different astrology temples. So and doing all of our, because I do a whole mantra practice every morning, and astrology is a huge part of my life, and so this is just God literally giving me this beautiful gift of spirit when it comes to my spiritual expansion, because India is definitely it holds a very special place in my heart, and so and I've always wanted to visit, and that's a possibility in the next year or two. So yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Beautiful. All right. And let me back up here. We got Tana's right with this. Oh, no, didn't give that up there. The Chariot for Tana.
Okay, so in the 9th house, the Chariot, I mean, Scott, you always mention how the sphinxes are like not moving.
Yeah.
Time to get moving. Tana, okay? Take control of those reins with your willpower. Get those sphinxes up, and success is yours. You need to take action in this department. Okay, your determination will win, but you got to get the sphinxes up off the ground, the horses, so to speak. Spank them on the bottom, tell them to get up. Time to pull the chariot, because this is an area of your life where you're being asked to practice a little more direction and self-discipline. Just you're being asked to act, I should say. It's not just going to come to you. You're going to need to do that yourself. And judgment from Nivra. Okay, is it Nivra or Nivra?
Nivra.
Nivra. I've met Okay, for some reason, I'm sorry, Nivra. Rebirth, inner calling, absolution, renewal, as you said. My Lord, you're going through all kinds of upheavals in this department. But yeah, you are completely, you're backed in this area. So you're having a rebirth going on. You're finding out who you are as a spirit rather than just a body, is what they just told me. Like, you're not just
Awesome.
Nibra. You're an amazing spirit and healer. Interesting.
Makes
And
sense.
you're going to heal the world with what you are doing.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's major. That's
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Or those who are willing to take the healing, yeah. I get lots of Chiron energy off of Nibra. I really love her.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
More, for God, Three of Swords is really a theme tonight. Again, I'm with you. I'm going through a Three of Swords moment myself. It's heartbreak, it's emotional pain, it's sorrow, it's grief, it's hurt. I would not recommend traveling this year for that reason. There's some stuff at home that maybe needs some attention. Third house actually represents, that's the opposite, the ninth house, that represents siblings. So there might be a sibling in your life that they're saying needs some help. Again, don't do the homework for them. Give them the tools, but don't do it for them.
Cheyenne got strength.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. So interesting. Have you struggled with self-doubt when it comes to the way you expand? We all do that, but just recently they're showing me that, like, there's some kind of raw emotion attached to growing out of this side of yourself. It's kind of like, how do I say this? Don't fear being judged by people in your environment about the way that you think and the way that you see the world. Because when you show your inner strength, when you show your compassion and your courage for life, you can persuade and influence others. Okay, so step into that and don't let others incur you with any kind of self-doubt, because your expansion is absolutely necessary for your soul and you're making the right steps.
Awesome. Linda got the sun.
Oh, of course you did, Linda. I love that. You must have a lot of amazing kids in your life, or you just, like, are so full of positivity and fun and warmth. Oh my goodness, I love it. So any type of activity that you do to expand your consciousness, whether it be travel or travel through astral, travel through a book, or travel through actual travel, will be supported by spirit. And there might be some children in your life that are looking to grow in that area as well. But overall, that's a great, and you actually, yeah, that's a great sign for, like, just of your overall spiritual vitality for the year. That's really good.
Awesome. In the Yoda voice, Garnett says Four of Swords.
Four of Swords I got. Okay. I love that. Who doesn't love Yoda? And that is
Rest.
the ninth house of Yoda. So there you go. So rest, relaxation. You can actually go to places when you meditate. Look into that. If you need a channeling class, Tanis teaches an excellent one. Um,
Right.
you're okay. You're being asked to basically contemplate the universe from inside of yourself, and through doing it through rest and meditation this year. So not necessarily to go. You're asked to explore you, go into those inner voids. And by the way, God exists in God or goddess, however we want to see it, exists in every single one of us. If you're a human, we have all the chakras in balance. We are literally incarnations of the divine. If you look at Vedic philosophy, humans are extremely, oh, love you, honey. This is Tanis. She's amazing. Take her channeling class. It will allow you to, I forgot my chain of thought because I got on the Tanis, but just basically you're able to go into other worlds when you are able to calm your mind and meditate.
Sweet. And King of Cups. There's an awesome one.
Mm. Is there a masculine energy in your environment, Miss Moonlight? Compassionate, empathetic. Because he can help you expand. That's the main energy. You don't have to tell us, obviously, but this guy's really creative. He's kind of romantic. It could be, yeah, you're right. It could be you and your energy as well. But just like see this next step for a sphere of like imagination, of beauty, of charm, of romance, of creativity. Use that more masculine intuition. There's feminine and there's masculine. Masculine is more action based. Feminine is more intuitively based. But what I'm getting for you is that your imagination can take you into other realms of being and thinking and experiencing. Be careful not to let it go, become overactive. But I'm not seeing that for you, especially if he came upright. Then I don't see that for you. If he's upside down, that tells me that you might be a little unrealistic or moody or have an overactive imagination. So just pay attention to that card as when it comes to your spiritual expansion, when you ask that question to your deck.
She was raised by all men.
That explains why your intuitive self is masculine. Yeah. So masculine is more about imagination and manifestation, whereas female is more intuitive and emotional. So yeah, I mean, step into that and allow it to kind of to grow you, but embrace and nurture that feminine side of yourself as well, because she's really important. And she might have been I mean, you're Miss Moonlight Rising. So you obviously are tapped into the feminine side of yourself, which is probably why you were surrounded with males. But just make sure that both sides are balanced. Like the male's not up. Like for me, my masculine side, believe it or not, is much higher than my feminine side. I'm more of a doer and less of a beer. So if you're more of a beer and less of a doer, or more of a doer and less of a beer, just try to keep that balance going. INFJ, me too. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah. So try to maintain that balance of extroversion, introversion, intuitive and feeling and, truth. And yeah, so just try to, oh, love you, Susan. Hi, Sangjin.
Hey, Sanjin. All right. I think we are ready for the next one.
Yay. Okay. All right. So let's go to the 10th house. Okay, 10th house. Ambition and discipline. This is the career house, guys. This is where we make the money and how we shine our light in the world. Career, success, what goals to focus on. It's Earth, it's grounding. It's planetary ruler is Saturn. He rules my 10th house. A serious, hardworking. The zodiac sign is Capricorn. This is your second house, Scott. Where it's placed, the zodiac spread, top of the wheel, 12 o'clock points. Okay. So how to interpret this card? This card represents your highest goals. These are matters to focus on with discipline and responsibility. This can involve your career or another mission that you are out to accomplish. Since the 10th house is often associated with men or male influences in your life, the card you draw may bring information about interactions with guys. This card may also be asking you to set goals, work diligently to achieve them, or at least establish structure in your life to make it possible. If pulled in reverse, this card indicates a tendency to be overly rigid or serious. Perhaps you've become too focused on material success or at the expense of your well-being or your relationships. All work and no play. Be mindful of your own limitations. Try to avoid taking on too much responsibility. It becomes a burden or a barrier to building or tending your relationships. I married a triple Capricorn. I have to remind him to play all the frickin' time. Okay. And as far as masculine energy, just to let everybody know, in the United States, before COVID, it's actually bigger now. Before COVID, 76% of the working class population is women.
Wow.
76%. And that was 2019 before COVID when they did this work study. And this is, you can look this up. It's right on the, what's called the federal, I can share the link if you want, but it's basically the workforce is not Joe Schmo with his lunch pail going to work anymore. It's women. So
Right.
this is seen as a masculine sign. At the father, it's the 4th house, and then you've got the 10th house. But yeah, I agree. Wow. But women are taking on the role of men increasingly more and more and more in society. So this is career. Okay. Oh, that's clear. Oh, God. Well, that would make a lot of sense for me. What are
What
you
you
getting,
got?
Scott?
Yeah, I got the 10 of swords. I just had to laugh because
That's the end. Leave that job.
I
For
just had to
entertainment
laugh.
purposes only.
I pulled it and I heard what you were saying about it. Oh my God.
Painful
I just had to throw
endings,
it
deep
down.
wounds, betrayal, loss. I mean, was it? Is your job hard, Scott?
It can be. Yeah, it is for me because I'm used to being
You're an
the
empath.
hermit and empath as well. Yeah, and through COVID, I had a work at home job. This one's out in the middle of everybody and being
Mm-hmm.
surrounded by people constantly, and it's a challenge. So, yeah,
Wow. Yeah, I know that you're constantly dealing with the public. So that
yes,
that
awesome.
brings a lot of issues to empaths, just to let you know.
Right.
I got the Tower
Oh goodness.
reversed. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, Goddess. Saturn and my moon. So my moon is in my 10th house, and Saturn is going over my 10th house right now. So these are sudden changes and upheavals and chaos, which I've had my whole life. I have been, according to every person I've worked for, one of the best workers they've ever had. But for some reason or another, crazy stuff happens and my life gets up like, and I have to like move on to something else. But I have to immediately like learn a new skill. That's created a lot of revelations, a lot of awakenings in my life. It's led to a lot of personal transformation. I do still fear change, even though I've moved 34 times and I've had every job known to man and then mastered it. And then the moment I master it, he takes it away and goes, something new.
Wow.
So I've been averting a disaster my whole life. Like just my whole life I've been averting disaster because of the people around me. And I think a lot of that has just do with the fact that I need to let go of this fear of change. And so what this tells me is regarding my career, regarding how I support myself, which I've done so since I was 11, I need to let go of the fear of not being supported. Because like I said, it's always been on me until I met my husband. So, and even with him, I'm it's like a dual support thing. So I have to let go of that fear of like trying to like provide all the time and make sure all the bills are paid and all the budgets are being met and everyone's fed, all the utilities are paid, everything's done. That's always been me. And so I've kind of taken on the role of mom, of dad, of everyone in my life. And it's just like, it's a lot. And so when I see the tower reversed, this tells me that things might turn around a little bit and I can start trusting in the world again. I'm hoping that that's what's coming. But yeah, that's definitely what I get for that. And what
Awesome.
did you, and oh yeah, okay, sorry. What did our audience get and everyone else?
But Nibra got the Nine of Wands.
Oh, nines are a thing this show, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, the Nine of Wands, he's kind of looking paranoid. He's checking out his fence. Like I told Scott earlier, the Nine of Wands reminds me of these giant, like Fort Casey or Fort Knox or Fort, like these giant old growth trees that form these huge barriers with like razor wire going over the front. Um, it tells me that with regards to your career, you're developing a lot of courage, Nibra. You're being very persistent in your goals. There's going to be a few tests of your faith along the way. But as long as you remain open and clear when it comes to your boundaries, you will be able to tap into those inner resources to help yourself and others. Just avoid any defensiveness or paranoia. Because I always look at that guy's face in the car and he's just like, like, calm down. Like, it's okay. Yeah, protect those boundaries, but don't be too much, if that makes any sense. I know you're an Aquarian moon too, so you get what I'm saying. Because we attract really weird personalities because we're weird. So
Weird too.
oh yeah, we're woo woo. We get it. We love woo woo people too.
Yeah, that's
So
right. Samantha got the King of Wands.
oh, that's beautiful. You're a natural born leader in this department. You're like the CEO. You're the CFO. You're the C something O. Okay. You got grand visions, girl. You got this. You got long-term success in this department. Um, there are other people that are jealous of you because they have poor leadership. They've got aggressive goals. You're more assertive. You're more grounded. Your expectations are neutral. Others are too high. And you've got a great personal direction in your life, whereas others don't. So you go, girl. You're amazing. It's a great card. Queen of Cups. Okay, you're an empath. You're an empath at work. You're an empath with other people. You are kind of like a touchstone for people, if that makes any sense. Um, I'll give you an example. My Chihuahua Fox, I had him for 16 years. He just passed, and he had this little duck toy. And whenever I moved, which is a lot, I made sure to always bring the duck toy with us because that was his touchstone, and it made him feel emotionally stable whenever he saw the duck. And he would just like cuddle with it, right? That's like his teddy bear, like if he was a child, right? So wherever I go, wherever I travel for work or just whatever, I bring Ducky with me because he needed to have Ducky. So that's kind of you at the workplace. You're an intuitive being. You work in flow. You're very caring and compassionate, but you help others with their emotional stability. This tells me you're a bit of a counselor. Okay, you kind of keep the workflow going because you're able to help people express their inner feelings and practice self-care and self-love and avoid codependency. So that's kind of how you are, and that's very beautiful, Cheyenne.
Awesome. All right. How about the world? Linda.
Yay! That's awesome. I'm glad it's not upside down. You're completing this phase in your life. You're learning to integrate the things that you've learned from your career and apply them toward your future births. You've accomplished quite a lot. Now it's the time to travel.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nine of Cups. Got another good card from
Oh,
Mirella.
fabulous. I love all these great cards. That's the wish card. Contentment, satisfaction, gratitude. Your wishes are coming true. Morella, yeah. Just wish it into being and it will happen. The universe has your back. It's in alignment with your desires.
And Beck says, the lovers, finally.
Wow. That indicates a possible partnership in work and career. I'm working in one right now. I get the lovers all the time for my career card, and my husband and I are business partners. And we're also, yeah, we have been since 2018. Technically 2010, officially 2013 when he put me on the books. And then we weren't together. We worked together before we got together. So we were business partners for years and years before we got married. And then we were just like, what are we doing? We just, I actually made the thing, but basically you seek love, you seek harmony in your work environment. Relationships are very important to you. Your values are in alignment, and you're making good choices. You don't like disharmony, and you need someone who's in direct alignment with your values. So, oh, I'm glad you think that's cute. Okay. um, yeah, you seek an emotionally balanced and loving relationship there. So, yeah, I know. 10 of Cups.
Yeah.
Yay! That's awesome. Happy family life. Okay, either you're like super mom, super dad, super everything above, but that's the happy family card. It's divine love, it's blissful relationships, it's harmony, it's alignment. They said that it was, God, what was it? $74 billion. Actually, no, it's in the trillions this year. Trillions of dollars are in alignment with working in the home and building families because they're unpaid positions. And they said that men, women, mostly women, but some men also, they contribute toward their families and toward their overall support system. And that's what I feel from you, is that you've just been this amazing support to your family and bringing harmony, alignment to them in all the things that you've done, whether it's cooking or cleaning or doing that extra dish or the laundry or, and it's also about providing as well. So yeah, that's beautiful. You've done amazing things for your family. That's so cool. I love that.
Love it. All right, and I guess we were ready to go to number 11.
Okay, thanks for sticking with us, guys. This is a long one.
Thanks, Bill 20 in chat, almost the same as when we started. That's amazing.
It is.
And that's just on my side. And I'm sure there's more on your side as well that I can't see. So it's awesome.
Okay. Oh, I connected my people to your people. So, okay,
Oh,
11th house. Yeah. So the 11th house represents your originality, your ability to innovate, communities and groups you belong to. I call this the tribe card. That's like what you and I are, Scott. You're my tribe member. It's the element of air. It gets things moving. The planetary ruler is Uranus. It's rebellious. It's unique. Zodiac sign Aquarius. It's where it's placed, 11 o'clock point. So this is the 11 o'clock card. Okay. Okay, so the last one was the 12 o'clock. This one was the 11 o'clock. And let's see. Who are the people in your squad? Are you seeking collaborators, like Scott and I are? In a zodiac spread, the 11th card points to groups of people who can support you. The 11th house is the humanitarian house in astrology. If you're looking to get involved in community service and activism, the tarot card you pull for this position can bring insight, but don't fit in at the expense of your individuality. This card indicates a need to focus on innovation and creativity in your personal life or in a larger social or societal context. It is a reminder to be open to new, unconventional ideas. If pulled in reverse, this card may indicate your tendency to be too detached or impersonal in a situation. Have you become too caught up in your own ideas at the expense of others or your relationships? Okay. Okay. Did you already pick yours, Scott?
I did.
Oh, I'm excited. Okay, tell me what it is. I'm still shuffling.
I'm excited or not. I got the 4 of Pentacles.
Oh my goodness. Okay. That is really interesting. Like, what do you think that means?
That's why I'm kind of confused. I'm not really sure to be with
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Go ahead.
No, I'm done. I was waiting for you.
Oh, okay. Okay, they're saying this new job is going to help, but you need to save your money so that you can spend more time focusing. Okay. Are you in a scarcity mindset a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, it's asking you to develop conservatism and control and also to save your money.
Mm-hmm.
Um, don't overspend. Okay. But when in the 11th house, okay, is your tribe all online, Scott? Or
Yes.
mostly?
All,
Okay.
all the 95%.
Is online. They're showing me most of it's online, and you can't really share who you are or what you're trying to do in your community because of who they are. So
Yes.
that's the scarcity mindset. The scarcity is actually it's integrating into other parts of your life because you don't feel emotionally, mentally, or spiritually supported in your environment. Therefore, you don't feel financially supported. So when you pick a new job, when you pick a new career that you're going for, make sure that you feel supported in that environment. That's very
Maybe that's
important
why I
because
want to go online and do work from home,
yeah,
or, someplace remote. So,
bingo, bingo. So I would suggest that you save your money, you practice a lot of conservatism when it comes, because I see conservatism, I'm not talking about politically. I'm talking about
right.
just looking at your finances from a perspective of conserving them. They're saying you're not a big spender. You tend to be pretty good within this department, but that, huh, in this area, yeah, reach out to your tribe on how to avoid some of the scarcity that you're feeling, if that makes any sense, because we have a whole different perspective on how to live and be in the world.
Right.
And it doesn't match the environment that you're living in, because the environment that you're living in, everyone's asleep. They're showing me everyone asleep in their bed.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And they're acting from a very, I don't, uh, I don't want to say ignorant. It's kind of like, it's like almost like they're not awake. It's like a zombie kind of thing. If that makes any sense. It's more reactive and less intuitive. And
My
you're an
count is 84% red, if that makes any
oh, that makes a lot of sense.
quality.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
Not
So
trying to
yeah.
go there, but in politics, but yeah.
Oh, I hear you. So what I would do is just, continue to reach out to your tribe, but really focus on discerning. You're really good at discerning friend from foe just based on the environment that you're in. Have you thought about getting a job that would remove you from the environment that you're in the next couple of years?
Yes, I'd like to move in the next couple of years.
That'll bring the scarcity complex out of it a little bit, because it's just not, this environment is not supporting you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, is what they're showing me. And that's why you've had to go online and try to find places. I do astro mapping, where I look at your chart and I find out exactly where you're going to be successful at in the world. So
Wow, I'd
I
love to.
like, maybe like after the show, I can bring up your astro map and we can talk about a few places. For some reason, Brazil's coming up. I don't know why.
Brazil. Wow.
Brazil, yeah. I don't know why that's coming up, but Rio de Janeiro.
Wow.
So that's kind of a big place, very colorful.
Yes, it is for sure.
Yeah. So that might be a good place. But I have to look at your chart first, but that's what I just got. So that was kind of a long reading.
No, thank you so much. That makes sense. It
Okay.
does.
So
So
King of Swords, that's the
swords.
mental clarity, intellectual power, authority, truth. Um, you're being asked to detach your emotions from your tribe, from your group. And that's something that they really appreciate about you, the fact that you can bring a very analytical perspective. The King of Swords reminds me of the guy that, let's say, dad has a heart attack in the middle of Thanksgiving dinner. The King of Swords is the one who catches the chair as he falls over, puts him on his back, starts CPR, looks at the guy on, it says, looks at whoever else is in the apartment with a phone and says, call 911. You, they take all of their emotions out of the equation and they get into fix it mode.
Love
That's
it.
how you rule in your relationships. You're able to detach your emotions for a certain period of time to where you can deal with the stresses that are involved. It's a beautiful leadership technique. Obviously, beware of being manipulative with that power, because it does come at a cost, because swords go both ways. But I don't see you doing that.
Right. Miss Moonlight got the Ace of Cups.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it when people get good cards. Okay. That's a new financial or career opportunity coming your way through your tribe. That's manifestation. That's abundance. You have an abundant tribe. You picked really good people. They bring you abundance. It's like a gift from God. Your tribe is a gift from God or goddess. It's amazing. I love it. I should say and goddess.
Goddess, yes. I think this is the first time Five of Swords has crept in tonight.
It is. Oh my goodness. Hmm. Well, I mean, the Four of Swords is all about rest, right? The Five of Swords represents some kind of conflict or disagreement going on in your tribe right now, Carol. Your your guides are still telling me that you're doing other people's homework, and that's what's causing this. People need to start doing their own work. If they don't do their own work, there is going to be competition. They're going to feel like they need to win at all costs. There's defeat. Yeah. Work on reconciliation, work on making amends, work through some of that past resentment and let go of who you need to. Because you don't want bullies in your environment. You don't want narcissists in your environment. You want those, because here's the thing, a narcissist today can become an empath next birth. After they've learned what they did to the empath they did in the previous birth. So you got to let people do their homework. If they don't do their homework, they don't learn to grow. Okay. So stop fertilizing people too much, because if you put too much fertilizer on the seed, it can kill the seed. Just step back and let it grow. Hands off approach is what they're telling me when it comes to your tribe. Hands off. Give them the tools. Don't give them the whole deal. Okay. Give them a sample. Don't give them a 4-course meal. Okay.
Awesome. Here's a good card. The Empress from Ocean.
Oh, that's beautiful. You're a total nurturer in your relationships, Ocean Garnet. That's wonderful. You're like the mom. The Empress is all about giving birth. She's she's the pinnacle of femininity. She's beautiful. She's in touch with nature. She's very nurturing. She's abundant. I mean, you have so much to bring your tribe, Ocean Garnet. They're very lucky to have you.
Another great one. King of Pentacles.
That is excellent. Okay. Do you have Excel spreadsheets, Beck?
Ooh.
that's my Excel spreadsheet. That's wealth. It's business. You're very business minded. You can help people with their businesses in your tribe. You're a leader when it comes to security, especially material security. You're extremely disciplined, and you know how to grow things. Okay. You understand abundance. Things I would avoid. Try not to be too stubborn. Yeah, and there's just something about you that makes you very, I guess, financially grounded compared to the other people that you're in and around in some way or another. That's cool. You bring a lot of beauty there.
Six of Cups from
Oh my
Morello.
gosh. Okay, so 6 of Cups, another amazing card. This is our first one, I think. It's
Yes,
all
it
about
is.
that's the past card. That's about revisiting the past. And so some of your tribe might still be in your past. So if there's someone from your childhood that you haven't contacted in a while that you might have been having dreams about, reconnect. They can reconnect you to your innocence, to your more joyful times in childhood. So there's someone from your childhood that you need to connect with in your tribe.
Awesome. Garnet got the Queen of Cups.
Again with the empathy. Okay, Garnet. That is a beautiful card to get. It tells me that you are an empath. You're very compassionate and caring in your relationships. You're very emotionally stable. You're intuitive. You're in flow. I apologize for getting your gender wrong, It's because I pick up a lot of feminine, intuitive energy from you.
He's a
But
great guy.
he is, yeah. So I picked up a fellow like goddess when I picked up on your energy. So I mean, even though we're born male and female in these forms, you have a lot of beautiful, intuitive, feminine energy in your field. You got that for sure.
Awesome. Okay, I think we are ready to move on to number 12.
Mm, I'm having fun, Scott. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, this is wonderful. Thank you guys for hanging out with us too.
Oh yeah, this is a long show. It's worth
Yeah,
it, right? Yeah, we get to learn a little bit about each other. So
it's
we
great.
have
I'm learning so much, so thank you.
we love you, Scott. You're amazing. This is such a great idea for a show. I normally just do the live readings, but I didn't think about inviting other tarot readers on to do stuff. So, yeah, have me on anytime. So, the 12th house card represents your dreams, your fantasies, your spiritual wisdom, intuitions, transitions, and what to release. In Vedic astrology, we call it the moksha house. The moksha is the house is represented by Ketu. Ketu is a headless entity, and it represents the removal of the ego, which is the head. So you take the head off, and it's replaced by the universe, because we're able to take this personality off. It's kind of like popping the head off your Barbie and putting the universe in its place. That's what the 12th house is. Okay. So it's about going with the flow. So the element is water. The planetary ruler is Neptune. It's imaginative. It's dreamy. In Vedic, it would be Jupiter and Venus. The zodiac sign is Pisces. Where it's placed in the zodiac spread, it's at the 10 o'clock point. Okay. The 12th house is the dream house. It rules the thoughts we have in our sleep, is our subconscious. What's brewing, right? It's a zodiac spread reading. It indicates that we need to dial into our intuition and our spirituality. This could be done through meditation. It could be done through prayer, ritual, or other forms of inner work. It suggests the importance of compassion and empathy, including self-compassion. You may be challenged to tap into your creativity and imagination to take this situation to a higher level. What are you fantasizing about? Tune in. If pulled in reverse, this card indicates your tendency to become an escapist or an avoidant. Addictions are associated with this house, guys. If you're overwhelmed by emotions or situations beyond your control, try not to become absorbed in feelings or experiences of others. You can be empathetic without co-opting. Remember, boundaries are good. My 12th house is Aries. So I had a lot of issues with military-based guys when I was dating and domestic violence. So that's just kind of an indicator of your 12th house. Okay. Whew. Did you want to go first or?
Sure, I can.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm following a pattern, Michelle. Six of Swords.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you're moving on from some stuff. You are
Yeah,
definitely moving on from some stuff.
definitely
Okay.
too.
Yeah, so you're making a transition, a change for the better. You're moving on to better times. There's a rite of passage going on, and you are releasing a lot of baggage, Scott. A
Yeah,
lot of baggage in this department. So you are just going, this goes over here, and it does not belong to me anymore. That's very good. That's a beautiful spiritual thing to do, is to just release that baggage and not deal with that.
awesome. What did you get?
So I got the reverse Wheel of Fortune.
Okay,
It's not the best card to get because it's bad luck. It's resistance to change, but I'm also breaking cycles.
breaking cycles.
I'm breaking a lot of cycles because when it gets into the water, like I always show the Wheel of Fortune. So here's the card. This is from the Amy Zerner deck.
Right.
And if you look at the original Rider Waite, and even in this one, it's like it looks like there's some water beneath it. The stuff at the bottom of the wheel gets washed away.
Hmm.
I'm washing away bad luck. I'm washing away resistance to change. I'm washing away breaking cycles. It's
That's good.
hard. So when it's reversed, that tells me that even when my life is good, I'm still washing things. I'm still going through the wash cycle because You know a little bit about my family and my past life. I've got some stuff to wash. Some dirty laundry I need to wash. And I need to make better decisions for myself moving forward that are more in alignment with God and less in alignment with what I want other people that don't have anyone's best interest in mind. So I get that and I think, okay, I'm just getting on a better track and way of being and doing. So
Awesome. There's the devil again, Vertana.
okay, so you're dealing with shadow elements of yourself, your shadow self. This is samskaras. They're called scars that we carry from past lives that we're dealing with now. This tells me that you might have Rahu involved or aspecting your 12th house, which is the North Node. That involves our obsessions, our addictions, things that we're learning to work through. And you're dealing with those attachments, those addictions, those restrictions. The devil also rules sexuality, things like that. So you're learning to navigate those waters a little better. And the 12th house is very sexual. It's hidden things. So you're dealing with the more hidden aspects, the secret aspects of that experience.
All right, Nybra got the Five of Wands with the conflict.
Youch. Okay, so there were some conflicts in a past life for you. And you're having to deal with them in this life so that you can release them and spiritually free yourself. So that would be more along the lines of, there's competition, there's tensions, there's interesting. They're telling me that you're learning diversity. Oh, and it's Nibra. Okay, I know what that means. Yeah, you're learning diversity, Nibra. She knows what that means too. Okay. I didn't see the name for a second. I just went, oh, it's Nibra. Okay. Yeah, you're learning diversity. You're expanding at a huge level, but you're used to that. You're an Aquarian moon. You get it.
Samantha got justice.
Okay, justice.
This is the first time for justice tonight.
It is. Okay, Samantha, people owe you some stuff. They're having to pay it forward. You know who they are. Justice has been served, is what they're telling me. Okay. Wow. The cause and effects of laws and the things that have happened in your past life and this life are being mitigated and balanced. You will achieve justice and fairness, and you will see the best benefit moving forward. If you're in any legal interaction right now, which you're not sharing with us, but that would be kind of 12th house secrets, accountability will take place. Things are balancing out and they're in your favor. Let's just put it that way. That's good. 12th house is always difficult to talk about, but it's necessary because it's stuff that we keep like in the closet. Oh, love you, Tana. Take care.
Thanks, Donna. And Five of Wands for Carol as well.
Another fighter card. Yeah. You get the 5 of Wands a lot of conflict in your life. They keep saying, stop doing other people's homework. You are surrounded by people that are they got to work on their self before they can work with each other. And it's not your job to do it for them. You can give them the tools to do it, but don't do it for them. I keep getting that with you. It's just like you're kind of like the pillar in the relationship, but when it comes to, how do I say this? Okay, they're showing me a teepee. And if you know how a teepee is constructed, there's a large pole in the center, right? And then there are several supporting beams. They need to act as supporting beams because if you go, the entire system goes, the way that it's set up right now. So you need to allow them to work through their own stuff so that they can be better communicators and actors around each other.
Awesome.
Sending you love, honey. That's a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
That's a lot to deal with. Okay, Cheyenne, 10 of Cups. Okay, let's see. 12 for me. Okay.
8 of Cups. Yes.
Yeah. You're walking away from stuff. Walking away from people, walking away from situations that no longer serve you. You dealt with some disappointment, some abandonment. You might have taken a few escapism techniques. There's 8 glasses in that thing. That's 2 bottles of wine. But it represents kind of escaping from the issue, not wanting to feel it as much. Fight against indecision, aimless drifting, and please just walk away from whatever the current situation is this year, because it's not serving you anymore, honey. It's not a good thing. It's only going to bring you disappointment.
I got well, I thought I had it here. Ace of Swords for Garnet, Ocean Garnet. Ocean.
Okay. This is our first Ace of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very decisive card. It's a breakthrough card, Ocean Garnet. You're going to make some breakthroughs this year in your spirituality, in your search for moksha. You're going to be presented with some new ideas. There's going to be a lot of mental clarity in this area. Don't let it go to your head, because you know it's coming from God and God, Goddess. And success is in the cards for you overcoming some of these more shadowy aspects. Just seek inner clarity and beware of any kind of clouded judgment, because this is actually clearing out some clouded judgment that you've carried around for a long time. Okay.
Aurora got the 7 of Cups.
The illusionist. Your head's in the clouds, honey. Get it out of the clouds. I have friends like this. Lots of them. They like to see everything as like this wishful thinking, illusionistic attitude. And I had this when I was younger. It's the reason I had to move so many times. I was in every domestic violent situation you could imagine, because I over-idealized everyone in and around me. I over-idealized my parents. I over-idealized the relationships that I was in. You're over-idealizing situations. Guilty. Okay? We're all working on this. Seek alignment. Take a look at your personal values. Does this person's personal values align with me? Don't be overwhelmed by your choices. Okay? Get your head out of the clouds. See things realistically. See them as they are, not what you want them to be. And you will avoid so much heartache and so much loss, because 12th house is the house of loss too. Again, experience.
Beck got the 5 of Swords. I don't know if it's fantasy, possibly.
Well, that's the bully card.
That's the bully card, yeah.
Yeah, you're being bullied. Don't put up with that. If there's conflicts or disagreements, competition or defeat, like, just, these are people that want to win at all costs that are coming at you, and they're challenging you and your self-worth. Make amends with any past resentments that you have, and move on with power and purpose.
Awesome. Okay, I think that is the end of 12. So we are on to number 13, the final one.
Woohoo! We're getting to the end, kids. All right. The 13th card in a zodiac spread. In common zodiac spread readings, there is not typically a 13 card, since the zodiac consists of 12 signs and houses. However, we include an additional card to represent the overall theme or energy of the reading. We believe that it provides further insight into the zodiac spread. It's entirely up to you to add the 13th card. The 13th house card represents the overall theme or energy of the zodiac spread. Any card in the deck. It can be placed in the zodiac spread. I put it in the center of the circle. The card, if you choose it, may represent an overarching theme or energy that ties together all the other cards in your zodiac spread and may offer additional insight or guidance. It's up to you to interpret how you wish based on the card's meaning. It's not tied to astrology. So this is just the overall theme. Okay, guys? If pulled in reverse, this card indicates an overall blockage or imbalance of the energy of the spread. It may suggest that you're struggling to embody the positive aspects of the zodiac signs represented in the spread. Ultimately, the interpretation of the reverse 13th card in a zodiac tarot spread will depend on the specific context of the reading and the intuition and experience of the tarot reader. Okay? We're obviously, I got this off the yeah. So basically what we're looking at is what your overall energy is regarding all of the cards that we just pulled and what our energy is around it.
You don't mind me asking, Michelle, is that the Enchanted Tarot that you have?
It's actually the Zerner Farber Tarot. They just released it again.
Is it the same as that one?
The Zerner Farber. The Enchanted Tarot is a little different. These are smaller. I use smaller cards because they fit on my desk.
Gotcha.
My other cards are too big. Yeah, so the Zerner Farber Tarot, they're itty bitty cards comparatively.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, if you look at their like a regular tarot card and their card, see that?
Oh wow, okay, that is.
So I use this one because one, her artwork's amazing, and it's the same on all the other cards, but it's a little smaller, so it fits on my desk. So it's more practicality.
Right, gotcha. I didn't know if they had a second deck out or not.
They have a million decks out. Like I can share them all with you. It's oh my gosh.
Awesome. All right, so overall theme or energy of the spread. I think as a guest, you should go first.
Scott,
what'd you get?
I needed this so badly tonight. You have no idea. This is amazing. I got the 10 of Pentacles.
Yay!
I know. I'm so excited.
That's like the pom-poms out. Yeah.
I know. It's just like this is a moment.
That's awesome for you.
I'm so excited. I mean, this is, oh my gosh, it's this wealth, this is financial security, this is family, this is long-term success, this is contribution, this is what's happening in my life. It hasn't ever, like, this doesn't exist for me. So, this is, yeah. So there's my 10 of Pentacles. The tower's upright. It's fully formed. It's surrounded by beautiful stars. Yeah. I am so, so excited. Oh, good year. I've got to take a photo of this. And I'll show you guys my spread when I'm done. So you guys can see how it's laid out. Okay, Scott, what did you get? I'm so excited for you.
I got the 2 of Pentacles.
Balance. Yeah. So you're taking on too much, my hun. You are like multiple priorities, too many things. I think that this is like you balancing this job with the next job. So you're keeping this job going. It's bringing in the money, but you got to get this new one going. So you're working on your time management. You're reprioritizing and you're adapting from one job to the next. That's how I would see that for you based on what you told me. But I'd say that for you as a life lesson too, because you found that you're not living in an environment that fully supports who you are at a most integral level. And we all do. But it's important to find a tribe or a base where you can feel supported and feel loved, because that's so important for all of us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right. Samantha got the 9 of Cups.
Oh, that's beautiful, honey. Again, that's the wish card. And so there's just a little prayer with the sunflowers. It's contentment, satisfaction, gratitude, wish come true. I'm so glad that you love this spread, honey, and that it resonated with you. It was very correct, and it worked for you tonight. So that's good. I'm glad that you're in the right place where you can do this with us.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better. Garnett got 13, the death of the Christ card.
Oh, so this would be the death card?
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because the death is 13. Okay.
This is 13th card as well. I'm not sure.
You're going through a time of transition, endings, and change. So you're getting ready to start something new. Right after the death card comes the temperance card. So practice balance with yourself moving forward.
Three of Pentacles.
Oh, very cool. So you're actually constructing something in your life. I call this the apprenticeship card. It's like, because the guy, he's sitting off to the side and he's got all of his, the contractor has all of his notes that he's going to do for the church that he's about to build. And there's the Three of Pentacles, and then you have the two people that are there to help finance what's going on. And so this tells me that through teamwork and collaboration and learning, you can implement your plans moving forward for the year. And that constructively, there's two people in your life that you can work with to make this happen. So reach out to those two people or two resources, and they can help you achieve your goals this year.
I love that. All right. Let's see. Carol got the Page of Swords.
Oh, wow. Truth delivered without tact. That's something you're going to work on this year. There's going to be some new ideas coming your way. Take it with the curiosity of a child. There's going to be a thirst for knowledge. New ways of communicating are coming your way. So you're going to change the way you communicate this year, and the way you communicate with others. That's exciting. That's a great theme.
Well, that truth delivered without tact.
Yeah.
Right in my head. All right.
That's the page.
Page. Let's see. Tana got 13, the Wheel of Fortune.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So the wheel is everything that we just did. It's a wheel. It's the ups, it's the downs, it's everything. And so you're going through life cycles, you understand them, you understand your destiny and the turning points that are coming in your life, the ups and the downs. And just focus on good luck and really be mindful of your karma, because it's a karmic wheel. It's a dharmic karmic wheel. So everything we do has an effect later. So just be very aware of your actions as you navigate them.
I think Garnet got the wrong one before. It was
You got temperance. Okay.
Temperance, yeah.
Okay, that's all about balance. That's all about moderation. That's all about patience. You're discovering more purpose in life. Notice that he has one foot. The angel has 1 foot in the water, 1 foot in earth. So you're learning to balance both the practical earthly responsibilities that you came down here to focus on, and the spiritual responsibilities that your higher self has allocated you to do while you're here on earth. So as above, so below, you're creating a sense of balance for yourself.
Awesome. Beck got the 7 of Cups. She wants to know if it's deciding what is important.
I would agree with that. Beware illusions, Beck. If you look at the cups, look at every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
One is victory. The rest are illusions. They're castles in the sky. They're dragons. They're skulls. Look at the cup that speaks to you, the victory cup, and focus on that. Focus on that one goal. Yep, Scott's holding it up. One cup goes to victory. You need to there are 7 goals in your life right now, and they're very emotional to you. There's one that will bring you fulfillment this year. Focus on that cup. If you're not sure, schedule a session with me. I can find it in your chart.
Awesome. And Ocean got 7 of Swords.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, that's betrayal and deception. You have a thief in your midst. Someone's getting away with something, and they're acting very strategically about it. Guard your resources this year. There's a thief in your midst. Um, yeah, it's not you. If it was reversed, it would be you. It's not.
And I think that is the last one.
Oh, I wish we that
Carol
would be me.
would be me.
Okay, that would be the Wheel of Fortune is what she reversed.
No, I think Carol was the when you said the truth without delivered without tact. I think
Oh, gotcha. Okay, sorry.
pretty sure that's what
I get in the zone and it's like, oh,
I could be
yeah.
wrong. Yeah. Let's see. And she said, "Wow, Michelle, it's like you know me and my family. You're amazing with your reading and the added insight. Thank you."
Oh,
Yes.
you're welcome. I understand taking on too much, Carol. We do that as women.
Here's one I didn't see. Three of Wands for Morella for number 30.
Oh, your ships are coming in. That's great. So focus on progress, focus on expansion. Uh, Seek things that are outside of your way of thinking and being and your culture and the way that you think. Expand. Um, foreign like overseas, foreign, like that's kind of like ninth house energy that I'm getting for you. That's really going to help you yeah, expand your awareness and make progress in your life this year, is to just allow spirit to flow through and not allow your pre-existing conditioning to get in the way of this expansion that's coming your way.
Awesome. All right. I think that is it. We have everybody, I believe.
Aw,
So, Michelle, thank you so much.
you're
This
so
is
welcome, Scott.
wonderful. All 3 hours we have been going just about. So you are amazing. Thank you. I just was
So,
spinning the wheel like Vanna for you. You were being Pat, so you took care of all of
of
all the hard
course,
work. So
anything for you, Scott. I'll show everybody what my spread looks like so they can see what it looks like here.
yes, and Jackie had a another request there. I think she wanted you to. Oh yeah, here we go.
So there's the spread.
I'm going to go ahead and put it up since we don't need the other one here again. Let me see if I can get it up. Solo
So
layout.
there is the
No,
oh, I
just
think my other camera I just unplugged my other camera and this camera turned on. Sorry. I just
okay.
had another camera turn on. Give me a second.
Okay, no problem.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. There it is. Oh. Okay, let me try to get my other camera on. Because I'm really dark with this camera. Anyway, all right, I guess I'm just going to be in the dark, but that's okay.
I can see it fine.
I will do a completed spread for the Facebook group, Jackie, but this is what it looks like. Oh, this is what it looks like here. Okay, so you can get a good picture. No, actually, this would be my computer, so I've got to switch my camera over. Of course, I unplug things as I move it over. That is so funny. Let me just go to settings. All right, so I want to go to Okay, I'm just gonna have to take a picture of it and send it to you, Jackie, because for some reason I unplugged my camera and it's not working anymore. And
No
it's just
problem.
working off of my laptop camera. So
No problem at all.
I apologize for that. But yeah, so thank you everyone. I will put the completed spread on the Facebook page along with everything that I've talked about today. Okay. And I apologize for the camera change. I unplugged my camera in between sessions, but I have a backup one because I married a Capricorn.
I need to have a backup one. There's no telling how many times I've gone to weird angles, so I understand. But thank you so much for being here and being my guest and just being fantastic. That was fabulous. So,
Oh, we love you, Scott. You're such a beautiful, empathic being, and we appreciate you too. Thank you for being you. And Carol says, want to send love and light to everyone before people get gone. Oh, Linda Morella, you have the best. Yay, sip, sip.
Okay.
We love you, Jackie. Oh, yes. Cheers. I got my Astro Cup.
Oh,
Got all the constellations on it.
all right. Good night, everyone. We'll see you
Love you
soon.
guys. Take care.
Well, bye bye.
Bye.